The YouTube isn't a big deal. It's the
No,
whole, make
it's
sure it's highlighted so it doesn't.
doesn't get auto.
poof
I mean, it
next
takes 14 days, and then you start getting like notices and stuff, which is good, or at least not notices, but like it flags it on the content page. But here's hoping, knock on wood, that Discord cooperates tonight and doesn't keep crashing. Or not Discord, I'm sorry, OBS.
Jesse, have your chicken cook faster.
Ooh,
No,
we're not off
no,
to a
don't-
good start. There we go.
Don't make chicken faster. Make chicken proper.
Yeah, don't.
Fast chicken is bad chicken.
Dude, it's already dropping frames. Are you kidding me?
Oh, don't do that.
Hold on.
Have
I
you?
wonder
Are
if
you on?
Hang on.
I gotta ask. Are you automatically detecting the best streaming server?
No, I have it set to one that was been working, but
Try one that's similar distance.
I've been trying. Okay, hold on. It's coming back up. Let me see if it fixes itself. It may have just been a lull. Let's just see.
Maybe.
Because now we're back
Nobody
up to full
picnic.
connection.
Until it's full crash, yeah.
Yeah, we'll give it a second here.
It's no big deal if during the starting soon you have to restart.
Yes, that part doesn't bother me. I just don't want to have to do it during session because when I had this, just piecing the Halloween stuff together was a nightmare. And
But
I only done one of the 3 episodes.
everybody's stream streaks.
Yeah, I know. It killed. Literally, all of this crashing has killed everybody's stream streaks. Like, all right, I think we're okay.
I'm on 6 apparently. I'm pretty sure I was on 6 last time.
Yeah,
so-
yours might have been
Am I?
saved because as long as you were in chat the whole time, it still counts. But it's for people who like weren't there at the beginning of a stream. They missed like the 2 or 3 that it like started and stopped. But
I think it only starts counting if a stream is beyond a certain length. Though.
yeah, it might be. Yeah. Well, it seems to be okay.
Excellent.
It's fluctuating, but it's not a horrible fluctuation.
Is it the flux capacitor?
No, the
that's
flux
what's
capacitor
broken?
would actually be working because Doc Brown made it. I don't know who made this crap.
Oof. Oof. Calling out Twitch stuff like that.
No, not well. I guess it's either Twitch servers or it's OBS. I'm not sure who I'm calling out there. I'm calling somebody
It's
out.
whichever server box they're providing and bouncing through.
Yeah, that one. I'm
The
calling
Amazon?
them out.
Not that one, because it's probably just whichever building has all these servers in it for what he's
Yeah.
bouncing off of.
I mean,
Yeah,
I know it's
Twitch
not.
uses the Amazon video thingy.
Well, I've confirmed it's not my internet. I mean, I'm with RT. I'm ultimately blaming Twitch because Twitch can easily be blamed because 99% of the time it's their fault. But I know it's not my internet because my internet is 300 up and 300 down, and I've confirmed it every single time I have one of these issues. I run a speed test either before or after, and it's sitting anywhere from 250 to 300 on both, up and down. So I'm like, I know it's not me. And my ping is like 7 because my server for that is here in town. So I know that that's not the issue.
Yeah, but you need to know your ping and connection to the server you're trying to stream through.
Correct. Yes.
So if it's not working proper, maybe one that's just a little bit further away will work slightly better.
Well, when I was testing it before, there's 3 different server settings for Dallas, and I tested all those. There's one in Houston. I tested that one. I tested one in Chicago, and there was another one that I tested. And this is the only one that has been working for me lately. I don't know why.
Yes, all the Midwest to Central time zone ones. It's great.
Well, and honestly, we're in the best. The nice thing with being central is we have our pick of the litter basically because it's equidistant to East and West Coast. So if we can't connect to a central server, we can connect to either coast, and it's the same. It's gonna be the same distance. And that's why we put in the same logic. That's why we put OSRP's server on the East Coast because it was equidistant from West Coast to East Coast as it was for EU and UK to the server. Okay, I think it's good enough. It looks like it's working. We're just waiting for everybody to get ready. This is like perfect background music. You're making a squirrel.
I figured it out. I just had to give it a few minutes.
There's an episode of How I Met Your Mother where Ted walks in. He's like, and they're trying to make the point that Ted changes his personality for every girl that he dates, and he comes into the room in these various scenes. He's dressed in these various outfits, and one of them he comes in and he's dressed in this Civil War uniform, and he's like, Penelope and I are going to the Battle of Gettysburg. We're gonna eat squirrel, and he walks out.
Why are we making a squirrel?
She bought a campaign setting for D&D that you can play little woodland creatures, and one of them apparently is a squirrel. Did you find it? Did you fix the race thing?
Yeah, it literally was just waiting a few minutes to.
Oh, you just bought it.
get
Oh,
to-
well, come on. Be patient. You're
My
like, I
dog-
bought it, and it instantly wasn't available. I'm upset.
Dragon wants to play squirrel with a gun so bad.
No, a
Oh my
magic
god, wait,
squirrel.
hold up.
What?
Parking that idea under my maybe later list.
I was going to say, I'm currently working on implementing firearms into Adalia, so not saying it's impossible.
You do know squirrel with a gun is an actual game, right?
I was about to say,
Yes.
I'm aware.
Dax is gonna dual wield pistols.
I could see that. I could see Dax being a dual-wielding rogue.
Start getting levels into fighter then, I guess. Assuming you're doing the CR gunslinger.
Yes.
But gun lance.
Red dragon.
My dog's just sitting on my bed staring at me.
What the dog do?
I don't know what he did, but he's just sitting there staring at me.
Let's see. What's Jesse's ETA?
That is a good question. We should ask them.
Yes. Jesse, good sir. Sire, what is your ETA? Roughly.
What be your ETA?
Bazinga.
Bazinga, you too. Are you ready?
I'm back and I'm ready, yeah. Hi.
Fantastic.
Hello.
Love it. All right, let me...
Heck
Back, I'm ready, and I'm
I'm
killing. I don't know.
Something like that. I'm with you. I'm tracking.
Let's see if this is edible.
Oh god.
Is it cooked through?
All of us
So
at once. Wait,
you'll-
what did you cook? Don't eat it. Don't eat it.
So, you'll know it's not edible if it's bleeding, or
Well, it's
if
chicken, so...
If it's pink.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Matter if
I've
you
been
know
cooking meats and barbecue. This isn't barbecue, but I've been cooking meats for like a long time now, so I can generally tell. But also, the stores near me have this trend, as I don't know if it's as of late, but they have this trend of selling meat that's not good anymore. And this looks
nice.
alright, but
Well, you'll find
You
out.
never
real
know.
quick. Yeah,
Aren't they legally
Yeah, good
required
thing-
to have
good
an
thing I'm
expiry date on
home.
there?
they
Well,
are
okay.
technically, yes.
they can put an expiry date. It doesn't mean that the meat's gonna be good.
Well, yeah, and it's
If-
usually a
if-
sell-by
bought-
date.
If it's
I've
still
bought
before the
meats
sell-by
before.
date, then you're good.
I've bought meats before that had the proper expiry date, and I throw them in the freezer the moment I get home, and then I cook it like half a week or a week later, and they're all bad. Like I've had that happen, and it's annoying as shit.
well,
So
yeah,
they-
because you
like, they don't care.
Meat nowadays is fucking expensive.
It is expensive, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I think
Uh-huh.
everybody's tokens are good.
I spent like almost $200 the last time I went grocery shopping. I live alone, by the way.
Lucky you.
Half of that price was
Yeah.
meats.
Trust me, I get it. It's
I live in
amazing.
my mother's basement.
That helps. Honestly, in this day and age, no one should be knocking you for that.
Affordable housing apartments.
I am literally the definition of 20 years old and lives in your parents' basement.
I mean, right now it's
Better than a-
tough, man. Like, yeah, I get it.
Better than
I
a
get it.
van down by the river.
The van down by the river. All right,
I mean, I moved out of my mother's place at age 28.
I was it was
That wasn't even
20
by choice.
It was 22 for me, and I moved in with some roommates, and then I had to move back in with my grandparents when I was how old was I? It's a few years ago. And I was gonna live there for a while to try to save money to try to build my money up to like build the savings and everything. And they ended up passing away like shortly after, so I wasn't able to stay there very long. But I mean, honestly, you got to do what you got to do. It's that simple, especially with how expensive things are these days. Like, I get it.
I know.
Like,
And I live in an expensive part of the country too.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
I don't remember what happened last week, but I don't like the fact that the last thing that was said in Foundry chat was me of fucking course out of character.
I will tell you. I will give
I remember
you a recap,
exactly
and
what
you
happened.
will remember exactly what happened, and you'll probably repeat the exact same phrase. Oh,
Was it
Hunter
me
remembered
Not my
that
punting?
last
proudest
week.
moment. It's not my
blame
proudest
barbarian.
moment.
Yes, hashtag barbarian.
All
right, I will
it's
give
not
you
my
guys-
proudest moment.
I will give you guys a recap. Yes, exactly. So, let me go ahead and change the vibe here.
Not the vibe.
Yes, we'll get the vibe changed. Okay. So,
Vibe check.
vibe check. So last we left off, our party had been exploring the catacombs, the crypts underneath the city of Darun, in the ancient city of Old Darun that had fallen into the earth centuries ago. In their quest, they had found this temple with these large pillars that they were able to solve the puzzle, move through a secret wall that was revealed to them. And my frames are dropping again. OBS, Twitch, fix your shit. Fix it. Like,
That looks
it's
good on my phone.
okay. It's fine. They went through the secret wall. Upon exiting said wall, they found themselves in these tunnels and these excavations that they had found, where they found this conglomeration of goblins, hobgoblins, and gnolls, where they entered into combat. Took care of most of them. Immediately after that, they started exploring. Half the group discovered this ancient chamber belonging to some sort of long-forgotten entity, some sort of royalty, where they were able to dig their way through a large wall of rubble and find a hidden chest, long since forgotten, full of a wide array of various items and currency, including a bag of holding, which is pretty cool. After that, they left that chamber, went into the rest of the tunnels, explored some more, and they found another room where they found a couple of odds and ends and some little bit more currency, but nothing crazy. It is here that our party found another set of chambers that was a series of doors. One group went through one door and found this long hallway that, for some reason, caused them concern, and so the other group went the other direction and found more sets of doors, one of which led into this large empty chamber, lit by several torches. And in the far corner of the room was a large stone statue of a knight. And as Basil, on his own, decided to start exploring the room, crossed over a dusty ancient rune embedded in the floor, and as he did so, failed a stealth check, and all of a sudden the gigantic statue awoke, or awakened, woke up, became animated, and broke loose of its dust and its cobwebs and stomped forward, and then separated its arms, holding the shield and the sword. And it was here, as this large animated statue was waking up, that we left our party here in the dungeon. So I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys back over. Yeah, English is hard, guys, okay? We're lucky I'm forming complete sentences.
Most of the time.
All right.
I
So
wonder
this,
if like writers go through that, like
I'm
as
sure
they're
they do.
writing, they
Yeah,
just
100%.
yell out a bunch of words until it works.
right? Yeah, probably.
100%.
All right, let's move everybody over here. All right, and it is here that we left our intrepid adventurers. So, with that, as I said, the large stone statue breaks loose of its hard-mounted setting, stomps forward, cracking the earth beneath it with a large thud that, quite honestly, every one of you would have heard. The only ones in the room currently are Grigor and Basil. However, everybody else would have audibly heard a loud and it would have echoed through these halls. I need everybody to roll initiative, please. So I'm going to go ahead and add everybody to it. So first things first is let me get...
Do we need to roll initiative being on the other side
I'm
of
gonna have
the...
you roll initiative, just so that I have you in the order of combat. But because you're not in the room, basically the way that we'll do it is your guys' turns will be like.
Oop.
Oh, did you add yourself? Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, I
Tec-
figured the button and then I
Yeah,
was like, oh,
technically
I'm gone again.
Technically, you guys can add yourselves.
Hey, Neon.
What's up?
Do you remember how we were having a difficulty with the whole +5 to initiative because of this thing?
Yes. Let me. Hang on.
No.
What?
When you roll something, it literally asks you if you want to add a situational bonus. I can just add 5 every time.
You can, but I
It's
can
totally
also
fine.
I can also just do this and fix your initiative bonus manually, which is what I'm about to do.
Well, I just added 5, so you don't have to. But
Well, yeah, it's fine, but I can literally do that,
I still rolled shit.
and now your initiative is +8 because you had +3 and +5, so your initiative is +8.
Oh, you fixed it, so
I
it's
just fixed it on your
it's
sheet. Yeah, your sheet now
Oh,
has.
hell yeah.
If you check your sheet, it'll say +8 on initiative. Okay, so there's Spitwick and the large stone statue.
I rolled shit.
Yes, he did, which is
But I'm
great.
okay with this.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a good thing. So as he awakens and steps forward into the room, he doesn't move very far, obviously, because it's not his turn. But he stands at rest. In one hand holds a large stone long sword, and the other hand a large stone shield, if you guys want to see what he looks like. That is what you are looking at.
Huh.
Yep. And
Or what Basil's looking at.
well, that's what
right
Basil and
now.
Grigor can see. And yeah, and Grigor, you would watch as Basil is basically standing in this room alone facing this monstrosity. So, first in the turn order, Grigor, you're actually up first.
My dog just ran away. That's how scary he is.
Game's still paused, by the way, dear DM.
Sorry, game's no longer paused. My bad. All right, Grigor, you are up first, my good man.
Well, first things first, I run to the doorway to yell for help.
Okay, well, the doorway is open, so if you yell for help out through the doorway, you don't have to go open it. It's already open.
Okay, so we just hear him cry out for help throughout the hallways.
Yeah, you guys would, Talina and Othwin, you would on 100% hear this, and you would have heard the loud, like you would have actually, you're close enough, you would have felt the rumble in the stone. You would have felt like a... Okay, so your action, so your movement is running into the hallway. Your action is going to yell for help, basically. If you want to do something else with your action, because you're probably yelling as you're running, I'll allow that. What do you want to do for your action and your bonus action?
Does this count as a surprise round or no?
No, because the stone statue is big and slow and has to basically wake. Its action, as far as the surprise, quote unquote, is him waking up.
No, I got it. Okay.
Yeah, so don't worry about that. And he has no ranged attack, so you don't have to worry about it. You can see he's holding a sword and a shield. It's obvious he can't do anything at range. That's why I'm giving that to you. Anything else you want to do, Grigor? Or are we? Is that the end of your turn?
I use the rest of my turn to run back into the room.
Okay, you still have a little bit of movement left, so if you want to move back into the room, you can. Yeah, there you go. Because you moved 3 up, so 3 back. Okay, all right. So now we're on to Dax. So Dax and Alexander, you guys are up here, and the doorways are both open. So you would hear the echo of Grigor's voice yelling through the hall saying, "We need help over here." And you would have heard the rumble very in the distance, but you would have heard and felt it. So do you guys want to just take your, because you two are back-to-back turn order, you guys both just want to start running that way, or what do you guys want to do?
Is it away from me to view turn order?
Yeah, in the upper right-hand corner, see the little cross swords, you'll see turn order.
Ah, thank you.
So you're running down the hall?
Oh yeah, no, I'm running the other direction.
Running the other direction? Okay. You can move 6 spaces, and I think you moved 4.
Hmm.
Friend called help. I'm gonna go the other way.
All right. So as you're running through the hallway, in this hurriness, you don't quite sense it, but you do feel the ground beneath you shift slightly. I need you to go ahead and click the button there and roll a dexterity check for me, please.
I don't see it.
In chat, you should be able to just click the big D20 that's there next to your name.
I'm trying and it's not letting me.
That's weird.
Oh, there we go.
Because the
Okay.
game is paused. Maybe.
No, it force pauses it. So
What?
yeah, so you failed the dexterity check. You rolled a 6. So
Oh, for me it showed a 13.
wait, it did? It says
On my side it showed a 13, and then
For me, it showed a 3.
I said for me it
Oh,
showed a
shit.
3,
I saw a 6.
which was a total. Well, it's a 3 for a
Or
total of
3.
6.
3, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It could have been oddly cocked on the 3D
Yeah, that's,
dice.
Yeah, it could have
that
been,
might
yeah.
have been what it was.
So as you're running down, you hear the ground shift beneath you, and because you're so panicked from the sound, you're not sure what's going on. As you put you feel your foot drop a bit, and as you look down, spikes shoot up out of the ground, stab into your foot, and they do. Oof, wow, I rolled a nat 6. 10 points of piercing damage. Whoops, that applied to somebody. Hold on, that's supposed to apply to you. I got it. Hold on.
Wasn't me.
Who just accidentally took 10 points? Of
I don't know. I don't think I had
damage?
anybody targeted, so I don't think it mattered because I don't think I had anybody selected. So unless maybe. No. Yeah.
Okay,
nobody,
yeah, no,
nobody
that
took it.
definitely didn't take the full 10 points.
I just fixed it.
You had temporary hit points.
Yeah, you had TP.
Uh,
Yeah. Last session, Talina had done. I think Bardic was. What did you do? Was not Bardic. Oh no, it was Inspiring Leader. That's
Inspiring
right.
Leader. Yeah.
Inspiring Leader gave you guys all some temporary hit points, so that helped take the brunt of the damage there because you only dropped 3 of your actual HP, which is really good. So yeah, okay. You have one more space you can move if you want to go ahead and move the rest of your space.
No,
that
she's gonna fall on the ground and start holding her foot.
She's gonna be prone, or do you?
Well,
Or do you
yeah,
want to have her lean,
because
have her lean against the wall, holding her foot?
no, she'll be.
Oops. There we go. Sorry, wrong button.
No, because if she's running and it pierces her foot, she's gonna trip and fall.
Okay, so she falls forward then. We'll say that because she would have 100% had the momentum. And
Yeah.
we'll say that you're prone, where's the little doodad? Oh, you found it. Thank you. Okay, cool. So, Alexander, you watch as Dex already starts sprinting down the hallway. You hear a click, and then you see Spike shoot up out of the ground, stabbing her in the foot, and she, mid-stride, falls over onto her shoulder and her back, holding her foot, yelling with blood coming out of her foot. And anything else you want to do on your turn? Because you technically still have a little bit of your turn left.
No.
No? Okay. All right. So, Alexander, it's your turn. You just watched all this happen, by the way. You heard, we need help! Daxori looks at the direction of the help, runs the other way, gets stabbed with spikes, and falls to the ground.
Oh, that's great. I love to be put in positions like that.
I know, right? So I'm just going to keep moving the camera around. I apologize for the rest of you guys. I had a really bad habit of forgetting that last game.
What kind of roll do you want me to make to analyze this room for traps?
If you want to investigate the room as your turn, I won't make you roll for it. Well, I'll make you roll for it. It's your action. Yeah. Roll investigation as your action. We'll say that.
Investigation. Suck at investigating.
That's a pretty good investigation roll.
Or maybe I don't.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay.
I get a +1. That's fine.
So, based on what you just witnessed as far as Dax and how far down the hallway, you are 99% certain that where she was, which is right there in the hall, that there are probably more traps in a line right about there. You're pretty sure that whole part of the hall is trapped. But because she fell forward, you know that she's probably on the other side of those traps.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I don't know.
What you gonna do?
Is there any way for me to try and identify where exactly the traps are triggered and by what?
Well, you saw her run, and you saw you would, based on that roll, as well as watching this happen in front of you. You saw her run, you saw her step, you saw her look down, and like probably saw the ground shift a little bit beneath her, and you saw Spike shoot up out of the ground. So you know that she stepped on some sort of a spike trap that shot out of the ground, and based on the investigation rolls as well as what you saw, it's probably a pressure plate. So it's active on the place you stand, basically, is what you witnessed. And you can also, I'll say with an investigation of 15, I'll say that you believe there's a chance that where she already was is probably a triggered trap, meaning you probably don't have to worry about that space anymore.
Alright, let's see. I wasn't paying attention like me as to where she actually stepped.
Well, she fell forward, so she ran in a straight line.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not gonna lie, while he's doing this, Shadow, when you were moving Dax, you were standing one space in front of it. I went, oh, she's not gonna run the full distance, and then you started moving, and I was like, haha, she kept going.
Hey,
Wow.
she felt a rumble, heard someone scream help, and panicked.
Hey, you know what? And it's perfectly D&D for the panic to result in a trap. I'm so here for it.
I will quote the gift that I sent in the table chat. And that choice had consequences.
Yeah. There you go. Come on, Alexander. What you
It's
doing,
great how
buddy?
the spell I went with is nothing useful. Okay, can I what is okay? Let me learn to talk real quick.
I'll say you've taken your action with the investigation, so all you have left is your movement and your bonus action.
Am I able to spend what I have to help her up?
If you run over there, you can use your bonus action. Yeah, I'd say you can use your bonus action to try to help her up, and that way she doesn't have to use her action the next time, or she just have to use half her movement to stand up. But remember, she took one to the foot, so she's.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I don't have any healing things.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, if she helps,
not
if
the
she
kind
allows
of
you to,
caster.
you can use your bonus action to help her up. I'll allow that. Do you need help moving him?
Merrick, I can move.
Okay.
It's just Merrick paid attention to the yell and rumbling, and as he was kind of preparing to run and help,
Mm-hmm.
she ran and did what she just posted in the chat.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that exact.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna redirect to one ally in the immediate vicinity and see if I can help her. And well, so that
You can use
my
your arrow
max
keys to
movement is
move, by the way,
getting
too.
here.
It'll let you do that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I just
So, Dexter, do you
check on her
allow
real
him?
quick, see if I can help her up.
Do you allow him to help you stand back to your feet? Yes. Okay. Cool. All right. So you're no longer prone. That is your full turn, Alexander. So it is now Basil. It is your turn. Boop.
That's a giant statue.
It is a giant statue, and he is looking right at you. Or I should say, it is looking right at you. You don't know. It's a big piece of stone.
While you're staring at it,
That's-
ask it.
Basil's reaction. What items do I have in my inventory? Is there any bludgeoning weapons?
Oh, that's why it's doing that. Okay. There we go. That should help.
Nope.
Should help
Okay.
fix the. There we go. That should help fix the lighting a little bit.
Well, Basil's reaction is to move away.
Okay. Basil's like, peace, I'm out. Okay.
I mean, I feel like that's a valid reaction.
I feel like that is a valid reaction. Okay. So you move back 30 feet. Oh, you're going to dash?
We're just gonna
Oh, you're full sending
move
it. Okay.
all the way back.
Okay. Whoa.
No.
Just tap spacebar. When you're doing that, just
Yeah.
hit spacebar and he'll move it.
That's what I did, but my Opera GX did something weird.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I don't know how the room looks, by the way, but for a dash, you don't have to cut it in 230s. If it's faster to run in a straight line towards the door, you can do that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, if you just want to move yourself right there next to Grigor, that it's 60 feet, so you're good.
There we go. I was hitting control click, and that's what it
Okay,
did.
so you move back there.
Okay,
Okay.
we're all back here.
So that's your turn and your
for-
your movement and your action. So you have a bonus action.
Yeah. For note, Torch is going to be left hand, unarmed and right.
Okay, sounds good. Remember, it is very well lit down here now, so it's up to you if you want to keep the torch out. But there's, as you can see, there's plenty of lighting around here, so it's up to you too if you gotta keep your torches and lanterns going. But
It is a-okay.
all right, so that's your turn, Othwin. It is your turn. You and Selena are over here by the other door that you had started to poke around at.
Okay. You said we definitely heard that.
Oh yeah, you guys definitely heard the. You guys probably felt it, and you both would have seen and heard Grigor run, stick his head out, and go, "We need help!" and then duck back inside.
What's my movement fucking speed? I can't remember now.
You have a movement speed of probably the same as everybody else. I think 30.
30 probably.
25. You have 25 walk speed.
I can fly for 50.
Technically, you
No, I
can.
can't, 'cause I can't fly.
Well, we remember as part of her leveling up, you're able to like flutter a little bit. Is how we said it.
She had gotten zoomies.
She got a little bit of zoomies last time. Yeah.
That means you can dash for 100. Just saying.
Yeah, she can kind of. She can't like take flight and fly away, but she can move a lot faster because she just basically uses her wings to assist. So yeah, you can move literally. You could literally move all the way to the door.
Nope. Hold on. Derp moment there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you could literally move all the way to the door in your movement speed. It's
What?
like 50
I
feet
went
away.
around the wall, you stinky butt. Oh, you want me to go up first? So picky. Sorry, I'm yelling at the founder.
No, you're fine. I am totally tracking.
It was
So yeah,
being a
so
butthead.
all right, so you move
Trying
over to
do
there.
that, right?
Yeah, because she basically was if you do it a weird direction, it's fine. I was looking at the measurement. She basically gets to move all the way to the
Yeah.
door.
Got two injured boo-boos.
Yes, Basil. Yeah, Basil's injured. He still has his temp HP. Actually, Grigor still has his temp HP as well. He's at 24.
Would healing the temp HP do anything to the HP?
Because your temp HP is separate. I'm not sure. I think the temp HP was applied after he'd already taken some damage. So if you heal him, it'll just fix his regular HP.
Temporary HP cannot be fixed.
Yes, it is there, and then
when
it
it's
is gone.
gone, it's gone. Yeah. There are things that temporarily increase your max HP. though.
Yes.
Only problem is because we didn't get no sleepies.
Nope.
I barely have spell.
Yeah, you guys dished it out pretty well.
Oh boy.
I just needed to get closer so I can do Shatter. Then life will be good. It is made of an inorganic material, right, DM?
Yes, it's made of stone.
I don't know. Stone?
Yes, it's definitely made of stone.
Good.
Alright, how do I select two people? Like,
Okay, if you want to target them, so hold
Mhm.
shift and then tap T on both of them.
Okay. Is there a way to see their... I can't see their actual
Nope.
hit
You can hover over them and see that
It's
Basil looks
their
injured
injuries.
and Grigor looks barely injured. Basically, you're getting a rough generalization of what their HP sits at.
15. Move, thing I want to get this spell.
Okay, so go ahead and just hit the healing there in chat, and it should, because I think it rolls for it, so it'll let you roll for the healing, and then then you can hit apply after it rolls because you have them targeted, so it should apply it to them. Yeah, so you can click the apply button there, and they both get 5 HP.
Wait, where's that my
Oh, do you not see it? Oh, I'm sorry. I'll do it.
No.
There you go. Sorry, I have to do it. My bad. So yeah, so Basil and Grigor, you guys both get 5 HP. Grigor, you're almost at full HP. Basil, you are a little less than, but you're good.
And that is all I can do.
Okie dokie. All right, so Talina, it is your turn, and then it'll be Spitwick's turn.
I'm gonna walk up to the door, pieing the corner. And all I see is Burb.
Yeah, you don't have a full angle into the room, unfortunately.
No.
Yeah, so far nobody's yelled out what it is that you guys need help with. It's just we need help.
I'm a dash, so that's 20 feet. And then I see a bright ball of light. I would take my last 10 feet. And I still don't see it. And they look good, or better than they did before, so I'm not gonna...
I think
gonna
Basil took a pretty
ask-
good beating during that last fight with the goblins and the gnolls, because they kind of surrounded him.
I'm gonna ask whoever's standing closest to me inside of the room, what's going on in here?
And you guys
that would
can
be my turn.
you guys can respond if you guys want to talk back and forth. I'm not going to count that as your turn.
Statue. And Basil just points down the hall.
And Selena, you could easily lean around the corner to where he's pointing, and you can actually do it right now if you click your token and hold Q.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. So you lean around the corner and you see this monstrosity just standing there, of this large stone statue, holding a very large stone sword and stone shield.
Cool statue. Moving, I presume?
As of right now, he's not moving. He's only taken 2 steps forward.
Well,
Me asking, not DM.
Oh, I'm
but
sorry. I
yes.
apologize. It's hard to tell. I apologize.
well,
Yeah, I should do a voice for her.
animated?
Don't get too close.
All right, so that's your turn. It's now Spitwick's turn. So Spitwick up here. He hears we need help. And what's his move speed again? It's 25. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's gonna dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he basically just gets to the door, and then he leans in, and he's like, he basically comes up to the door, and is like, "Are we all good?" And that's his turn.
No. Maybe.
All right, so Spitwick's right there. I don't know why Stream can't see him. That's weird.
Probably because none of the party can see him.
Oh no, I know why. I know why. Because Stream doesn't have ownership of that token. Hold on. I need to fix that. Configure ownership.
Also, apparently, despite being set to public role, when you're leaning, it always whispers that to DM masters.
It's so annoying. Okay, sorry. I was trying to see if I could fix this, but it's not. It's not doing it. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Next turn is the. Okay, so it's the big baddie's turn. So he has a movement speed of not a whole lot. Oh. Okay. Why can't I move him? There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to use the remainder of his turn. Actually, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I hate that if I click things, they show up for everybody.
Well, you can set his character to public role, right?
Yeah, but if I click something on him, then... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
so-
If you set your thing to not be public.
Oh. I forgot it doesn't turn itself off. Okay, so that's his turn. All right, top of the round, it is Grigor's turn with Dax on deck. Why did that not... Oh, because I forgot to...
Oh, hello, ads.
Oh, sorry. It'll be over in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, so the stone statue starts lumbering towards you guys, and every time he does, the room kind of rumbles a bit. Any like loose gravel on the ground would kind of jump and kind of vibrate a bit, and everywhere he steps leaves a small crack and indentation in the floor. And it's at this point, as he's doing this while Grigor's taking his turn, that you guys would notice that there's marks all around this room that are like divots and small indentations and cracks, showing that this thing's been up and around before, and you can see that he's like, oh, that's what those like divots and cracks in the ground, those are from him.
Gregor would toss his torch and like into the corner that.
Oh, he tossed the torch? Okay. So, torch gone.
In order to ready his bow.
Okay. Let me... I can do that. There you go. So toss the torch over there. All right, so
Yep.
there's now a torch laying on the ground. And you're readying a what? I'm sorry?
His short bow.
A short bow? Okay. Or you want to go... You can. So your bonus action is you throwing the torch. And then if you want to go ahead and take your attack action, you can attack him. Make sure you have him targeted.
With that fire effect next to him, his eye token looks pretty badass.
Thank you. Yeah, the token kind of gives him an ominous look, doesn't it?
Oh, the fire glowing exactly around him doesn't help. Or rather, it does help.
So go ahead and click the attack action in chat, Grigor, and then it'll roll your attack dice, and then you can apply damage to him. Or I'll apply damage to him if you land the hit. Oh, so you hit him? Yeah, okay. So go ahead and roll damage now. So you let loose an arrow and flies out, and it lands. It hits its target, but you notice that it hits him, and it almost like it hits it, and it kind of sticks in for a second, and then it like breaks and falls off as he's moving. Like it's very clear that a piercing arrow on stone's probably not going to do a whole lot. All right, that is your turn. So it is now Daxori. It is your turn. So going back up here into the other tunnel. Dax, you've just been helped up from Alexander.
Yeah. So I did it myself. So she's gonna start hobbling back the way she came.
Okay.
And I'm gonna leave it there. I'm cutting her movement in half since she doesn't have any way to heal her foot.
Okay, that's fair. You'd like to do that.
So.
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, there's nothing else you really can do.
Okay, Alexander, you're up with Basil on deck.
No more going that way, I say. All right. I am also going to go back. Actually, will she allow me to pass?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of assumed that allies, unless you guys say otherwise, I'm going to assume that you guys are always going to let your allies pass through the space.
Yes.
If you guys do not want that, speak up. Otherwise, I will operate on the assumption that that is the case.
Never.
Only except Miss
Othwin, you don't get a
Bitwick.
vote because you're too small. People walk over the top of you.
Don't tell me never. I will step on you.
Othman just pecks at ankles as we pass.
I believe it. All right, so you just gonna move backwards then, Alexander?
I'm gonna move backwards. As a matter of fact, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Wait, can I not? Can it?
You have to hit. You have to either hit spacebar. Or
Oh,
just
I had my ruler out. Never
Oh,
mind. I'm
gotcha.
stupid.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so that's your movement.
And then I'm gonna spend. I'm gonna do the fast thing, the run.
Oh, dash. Okay, so
The
go ahead and use your
zooming?
action.
Yeah,
okay, so you
that.
move another 30 feet.
Okay, and then I'm gonna run hopefully towards where everyone else is.
Yeah.
1, 2.
You don't have to go through the center.
And
of the
as
door,
I-
by the way, the whole thing is a door.
Oh,
They're
good enough.
very, very big
Kind
doors.
of, as I ran past, I woulda kind of loudly said, "Come on, they need our help." And I'm
Okay.
just zooming away.
Yeah, it just occurred to me that these doors are 15 feet wide. It just now
4.
clicked with me with that.
No, it's fine.
I also don't know exactly where I'm going, so 5, 6, and I'm just here now.
Well, you see where Spitwick's standing. Spitwick's standing in front of the door.
Oh, is that him?
Yeah, you see him right in front of
Oh,
you.
yeah, that's him. Okay,
Yeah, you see Spitwick standing in front of the door. The door is open. You see light coming from the other side of the door, and so it's reasonable to assume that they're that way. Okay, so that's your
All
turn.
right.
Basil, you're up with Othwin on deck. Actually, I'm going to do this since you are fighting the... Well, not fighting. You're running from the baddie at this point.
All right. Well, we're gonna.
It's the
Well,
strong guy.
okay. Debated, but I'm probably gonna need one free hand to load a sling.
I would say yes. You probably would need a free hand to load the sling.
Drop the torch. Go for. What's the range on the sling? Actually, hang on.
Your sling is a range of
30 to 120 feet.
Yes, so 30 is your close, 120 is your far.
I would like to do a quick check on the stability of the door frame.
The frame you guys are running towards.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you trying to do?
Or check the stability of the ceiling in this area.
Okay, well, the ceiling in this particular room is tall. As I remember, I think I remember saying last week, the rooms in here, the ceiling in this particular chamber is probably close to 30 feet tall. It's a lot higher, obviously, supporting the height of this rather large stone statue. So I mean, it's pretty high up there. I would say, I mean, you can roll me an investigation check if you'd like. If you want to use your, I would say you could use your bonus action
am
for
basically
that.
checking the structural integrity of the ceiling.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an investigation. Or no, I would say it's more of a perception check because you're not really investigating. You're looking around. You're not actually interacting with anything.
Show me that structural integrity.
It's a stone ceiling. I mean, it looks like it's probably pretty. It would probably take something pretty. I mean, with the 10, it looks like you'd probably have to do. It would take a lot to bring this particular ceiling down.
All right, well, that idea is...
This looks like one of the rooms that is probably part of the ancient city of Darun. So if it fell into the earth centuries ago and is still standing, it's probably pretty sturdy. Show me
Well,
chicken wings.
That plan went under pretty quick, so we're going to draw the sling and go for an attack.
Okie dokie.
Live.
Okay, so you take your sling, you load a round into it, let it go, and poop, it just hits the stone and falls on the ground. And the statue kind of look like you hear a move and look at it, and looks back at you, and obviously doesn't say anything. All right, and unless you want to move, that's your turn.
I'm not going to be leaving Grigor to frontline this guy, so we're gonna stay put.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I knew it was something, Talino, but I couldn't remember what it was. So thank you. It doesn't matter. I mean, it already missed. So okay, so Othwin, it is your turn. If I remember correctly, with Talina up next.
See.
Do this.
Okay. Ah.
Sorry.
Hold on.
I need to do a measure. Oh, excellent. I don't have to move.
Yeah, I can't believe it didn't occur to me that these are 15-foot wide doors. I probably should have taken that into account.
It's fine.
They're very big doors.
Math and distances.
45 feet.
Bam. Oh wait, where my sheet went?
You can also double-click your token, and it'll pull your sheet up if you lose it.
You're a lifesaver.
You're welcome.
Gibba.
Oh, okay. So saving throw. Okay.
Oh, did I click it more than once?
No, I've got it's up there in chat. Oh, yes, you
Okay,
did, but it's fine. I'm gonna go ahead. So I'm rolling a. Actually, 1 second. So I'm actually gonna roll his dexterity at disadvantage because he's a stone statue. Okay, so he fails the dexterity. So go ahead and roll damage on that.
Roll it, dead damage.
Okay.
Nice.
So you call forth your sacred flame, and a beam of fire basically erupts around him straight up to the ceiling, and it hits him, and he takes a little bit of damage. And you watch as all the creases and crevices of the stone armor and his stone legs and arms all glow bright with heat and fire from underneath the stone, and it gives him an even more ominous look, as now he has this orange glow, just like embers simmering underneath the stone armor as he takes a tiny bit of damage. Okay, that's your attack and your movement. Anything else you want to do?
Who's closest to it? Anybody?
Closest to
Big scary dude.
you're closest
to it.
Oh. You know. We Gucci.
You Gucci? Okay.
What do you want to do?
All right, Talina, you're up, and then Spitwick's turn is after that.
Excellent. This worked really well on wood. Let's see how this works on stone.
Okay.
As I cast Shatter on.
All right, so
I
he's
can't
got to roll a
measure.
Constitution saving
5,
throw.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I can put it there.
Okay, so I'm going to roll a Constitution saving throw for that. That's just going to be a normal because he is made of stone.
It's disadvantage because he is made of stone.
Oh, is he disadvantaged because he's made of stone?
Yeah, a creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on the saving throw.
Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to try that again, and we're going to roll a disadvantage because it just makes my life easier. There you go. Much different roll. Okay, so he failed. Go ahead and roll damage on that. Those are some good
There we
rolls.
go.
That's a really good roll. And he's vulnerable to that kind of damage. So he takes 36 points of damage. So you walk in and you just go, let's try this. And you cast Shatter on this thing. And basically just echoes in the room, erupting from that spot. And you actually see his armor crack a bit in various places as the stonework actually starts to sunder a bit in various spots, taking a good chunk of damage. He's actually looking really rough right now. And he actually, you see him actually kind of stutter back a bit and fall back onto one foot before kind of righting himself. And as he rights himself, one of his pauldrons, the stone pauldrons, falls to the ground and shatters on the ground. All right, that was really impressive, not gonna lie. All right, is that your turn?
I do hate destroying the arts, but, you know, if it tries to destroy us, it's fair game.
That's a great spell for that, too. I'm not gonna lie. That was very, very good.
Why-
Okay.
Why is the
can't believe
radius
that.
still on there?
Because it stays put. I can get rid of it.
Okay.
There you go. It's
I
gone.
think I did.
Yeah, I got it. It's good.
Alright.
Okay. You done with your turn?
Yeah, I'm not gonna give a word on myself. That's silly.
Okay.
Well, that ends my turn.
Spitwick is up. He is up here. All right. So Spitwick, he sees Alexander behind him. He's like, "Come on! I heard something in here." 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh yeah, he would have heard.
Yeah.
He would have heard a really
well,
loud
and then
noise.
you guys would also heard
The
this,
shadow's loud as shit.
Yeah, well, you would have heard boom, basically, and you would have heard some more, like, cracking and stuff. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he moves his full movement into the doorway down here. And that's going to be his turn, and now it is the Sentinel's turn. So looking very weathered, and the orange glow from the fire now showing through more cracks and more seams, just highlighting the damage it's just taken. You see him basically, he looks up and he looks, his head just turns and looks towards Talina, and you see it go. So you see him actually crack his neck. He moves his head back and forth and cracks his neck, and he's gonna then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I don't know if I don't think he has reach. Let me check. I can't remember if he has reach on.
He's
this.
not in reach range for off.
No, it's true. He's 15 feet away.
anyways.
Yeah, so he can't. He does have reach with his sword because it's freaking huge. He's too far away, and if he uses his movement, he doesn't get an attack. What's he gonna do? I think honestly,
The inner machinations of the GM's mind, everybody.
yeah. I think he's gonna sit here. He's actually gonna hold his action. So what he's gonna do is he's actually gonna he falls back on one foot, and you see him raise with his left arm. He raises his stone shield up, now blocking himself, and he raises his right hand up with his large stone longsword, and he readies himself for the next move, and that's basically all he can do right now. All right, so Grigor, you're up with Daxori up next.
Can we just kind of note the fact that the person who got the most injured wasn't even in the fight?
What do you mean? Oh, you mean Daxori stepping on the spike trap? That's okay. That's a fair point.
I just want to note that for everybody.
I ready my bow again and hold an action.
You hold your action with a bow.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
When
Yeah.
he
you can do
starts to move again, I'll fire off another arrow.
that. Okay. I'm gonna mark a thing on you so I remember that. Let's see. We'll mark it with. Oh, come on. There's gotta be something here I can mark. I'll do concentrating. That'll make my life easier. Okay. All right. So you're holding a bow action. Daxori, you are up. Alexander, you are up next. So Alexander has basically ditched you and said, we need to go help them.
Okay, why you put it like that? I literally just helped her too.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
I
kidding.
am very well aware that he has ditched me.
I'm taking this personally.
He. Alright, my turn's done.
Oh, you're done with your turn?
Yeah, I've moved my 15
You
spots.
can have your. I mean, you're more than welcome to have your full movement. By the way, I'm not going to penalize you for that.
Oh no, I'm penalizing myself.
Okay. All right. In that case, Alexander, it is your turn. Basil, you're up next.
You say everything's coming from the door below me?
Yeah, you hear all sorts of noise coming down there now. You heard, and then you hear boom. Like, I mean, it's not quiet by any stretch.
Okay, well, another. Can I do another zoom?
Yeah, it just uses your attack action, so go for it, or your action, I should say.
Okay, well, I see Delina there.
Yep, you see Talina. You could lean and see Spitwick, and if you leaned, you'd also see Grigor and Basil kind of standing a little further in the doorway there.
That's how leaning works.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on where my mouse is.
Yep. Yeah, you hold Q and then you can move your mouse and it'll lean you. It'll lean you.
I mean, yeah, that's my turn. It's quick.
Okay. Basil, you are up with Othwin. You are up next.
I'm gonna just simply get another rock in the sling and hope for the best.
Okay.
Because there is not much that Basil is able to
Fighting
do
rock
right
with
now.
rock. That makes sense. Let's go.
Rock. Oh.
Ooh, nat 20?
Oh.
All right. So yeah, that definitely hits, and you get to roll critical on
damage.
that. So yeah, so roll damage and make sure you mark critical on the damage roller.
What's weird is it's not giving me a damage roller.
It's in the same card as.
Oh, there it
attack.
is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Critical hit, and yeah, okay.
Rolled a
Yeah,
1.
okay. That is a very strong. What the heck?
Yeah.
That can't be right.
Well, because you
That
got
can't
plus
be right.
10, so because it's the critical, so it applies a. Well, actually, it's supposed to double.
That can't be right.
What is your normal damage with the sling?
Sling is gonna be.
It's a. Well, it's a 1d4.
not? I'm checking
I
to
meant
make sure none of the effects are still on. No, I don't have any of the weirder effects active.
I'm curious why it applied a plus 10. It's supposed to be double. It's supposed to double the damage, which is it literally should have been 2.
The plus 4 is strength. The plus 6, I don't know what that's from.
So from what I noticed last time is that the plus 4 would be your crit, because it takes whatever your max result in the dice would be and adds it instead of rolling the dice twice.
And where the
But
plus?
then
The
where'd
plus.
the 6 come from?
I bet you that's your strength. No. What is the plus 6? Where's the? Oh,
don't
because
have any-
you have a plus 6 to your strength saving throw. Maybe that's where it's coming from.
Is it taking my strength saving?
the only
Yeah,
thing I
because
see
it takes
plus
your
6
proficiency as well, because you're proficient in the weapon.
Oh,
No, but that's the damage. It shouldn't.
that's weird.
That is weird.
It's
that
got to
is
be.
very
It's.
strange.
I wonder if that's a new rule set from the 2024 rules, and it's just pulling that logic in by accident.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up the PHP while we.
Yeah, because the only plus 6 you have on your sheet is this plus 6 to your strength saving throw. That's it.
Yeah.
So if I'm fine with it, quite honestly. Like I don't have an issue with it. It's just very weird.
I was not expecting an 11 out of a 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's. I was like, oh cool, nat 20. He rolls a 1. Okay, it'll be 2 points. 11. I was like, wait, huh? But he is resistant to this kind of damage, so he takes 5 points of damage. And so yeah, you throw this sling and you just like, okay, the first one pissed me off because I failed. And you actually you get your arm really into it with your unnatural barbarian strength, and this thing sails through the room, and you actually hit in the shoulder that was where the pauldron used to be that fell, and it actually takes a chunk of the stone out with it as it hits it. And yeah, I mean, he's still looking he's not looking good. All right, anything else you want to do in your turn, Vassal?
No.
All right, Othwin, you are up. Talina, you're up next. I'm really curious where that plus 6 came from.
Okay.
Yeah, we could just roll regular damage and then add.
Well, because that's how it
that
should be. Because
actually
critical
dies.
is if you roll a nat 20 on the attack, you get a critical hit, which is doubling the dice that you roll, and you add your modifiers on top of it. So I'm really curious.
Rules is written. It's you roll twice the amount of dice and add your modifiers once.
Yeah.
Run away.
She's like, oh, that didn't work the way I wanted. We're gonna go that way.
Hey, Athwin, run away!
I don't want to get smacked by a giant sword. No.
Yeah, something tells you that
wait.
that stone sword
Why
would
did
crush
I
you.
bother measuring that?
I don't know. What are you trying to do?
It definitely would have fucking.
I believe your card is now fixed, Tyro, if things worked correctly.
I still have that. Okay,
We'll keep an eye.
Ooh, guiding bolt, huh?
yeah, you know,
Okay.
100 and something foot rate. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
I think that's in range. Yeah.
I hope it's
Little
in range.
I hope
Another
that
nat
hit.
20! Oh, the frickin'. Oh my gosh. I'm taking your nat 20 away from you on principle.
I forgot
It is
I had
updated,
that
by the
one.
way.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll your damage. And remember, all right,
Remind
now
me.
don't mark
Wait,
it as
where's-
critical. What we'll do is roll your attack dice. We will double the number.
Oh,
Because-
just straight up double the result.
Yeah, we'll just double the result.
That's
Not the
okay,
result,
have
not the
fun
result.
doubling it.
Well, yeah, because it doesn't have that didn't add any modifiers, so we will double the 19 to I can do math. 38.
38.
I got there. All right, Othwin, how would you like to do
I'm
this?
helping.
Ooh, I get to do this. Wait, what the fuck is my what is
So-
my spell again?
It was guiding bolt. So describe to me how you sunder this thing and end it.
Adam's gonna hold her spiritual necklace
Mm-hmm.
and like point her with her other hand, point towards it with like all her fingers, kind of like on her hand.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly, this ray of gorgeous, naturey light just explodes over top, like down from like the heavens,
Okay. Beautiful.
straight through it.
So you guys watch as Othwin, she flutters back really quickly. She turns around and she steels herself, and you see her look down. She clutches the necklace and she holds it up with her, and as she indicated, points towards it. And as she does so, you guys watch as on the ceiling, 30 feet above her, this small little magical halo of clouds randomly just starts forming on the ceiling, and you see a little bit of flashes, almost like lightning inside of it. And all of a sudden, straight out of the ceiling, as if it came from the heavens above, this bolt of mixture of lightning and magical presence strikes down, and the stone statue hears the sound before it sees it, looks up, and it comes straight down into its face and just strikes straight through the being all the way down to the floor. And as it happens, it and sunders straight in half and falls in two perfect halves inside on each side of the floor. Very, very good. Those are some beautiful rolls at the end there. So yeah, it crumbles into just into rubble on the ground.
This is under the assumption that initiative ends.
Yes, that is correct. Yep. So
Okay.
initiative
Vassal's
has
going
ended.
to return sling to its area on his tool belt, whatever, backpack, whatever we want to call it, and then picks up the torch that he dropped.
Oh, okay. I didn't take it off of him, so yeah, it's fine.
Okay. I'd never moved, so I figured.
You're fine.
And all I'm gonna do, Bassel's gonna turn around. I'm gonna put that one on me. Oops.
No big deal. So what caused the oops?
I walked that way.
And
he's just gonna point towards the pedestal.
And I'll say, with the amount of lighting in this room, as well as everything that just kind of happened, Talina, even with the distance, your keen elven eyes, or drow eyes, but still elven, would see on the floor here the remnants of some sort of runic symbol that you can't make out from this distance, but it's clear that some sort of marker that Basil clearly crossed.
I'm gonna walk up to it and see. It was here, you said?
It's right here between. It was basically right there between the two torches.
Excellent. So I'm gonna go there.
Bassel's gonna follow.
I don't know how we did that in
Because
sync.
you guys did it in perfect synchronization.
And I'm gonna see if I can figure out if I've seen this specific one before, which I presume is an Arcana one.
Yeah, if you want to roll an Arcana check, you can.
And Bassel's not gonna go through the doorway until Talina's done.
Okay, good roll. So with that roll, you wouldn't be able to like say with any sort of like degree of like, oh, I 100% know what this is, but you take a very educated guess that this is some sort of runic symbol in representation for guardian or barrier or something to do with a like a border, some sort of like a runic symbol indicating the edge of something slash my gosh, words are escaping me tonight. Yeah, like guardian or border, basically.
Ah, so it's like the edge of a ritual circle or like a warding.
Yes, thank you.
circle.
Ward. Thank you. A ward. Yes, there's some sort of ward here indicating a protection spell of some kind.
Does it still look active?
No, it actually, even when, I'll say this to Basil, when he walked over it, it didn't even look active when he walked on it. It looked more like it was etched into the ground with some sort of carving. So it was done in sort of an old way.
Nice.
Is it safe to cross back over there?
Only one way to find out, and she just puts her hand on the back of your shoulder, but doesn't push you forward, but like, one way to find out.
It is, sorry, I don't know why it's doing that. It's not supposed to. It is inactive. It's not actually doing that. Hold on.
Okay.
I thought I turned that off. That's weird. Yeah, it's not supposed to be active, so. Yeah, you cross over it and nothing happens.
Think we're good.
Congratulations, you've done science.
Hold on. I'm gonna roll.
Are you just gonna remove the check?
Yeah, hang on.
Please delete the thing.
Okay, we're good. Because now it'll be deactivated. There we go.
Clearly, there was something hiding here, or hidden here.
As you guys wander into the room, Daxori,
I'm
how are
only
you
doing
faring?
back here to clear up the freaking
Okay.
lighting.
The little mountain goats are checking the room. How is Daxori doing with her injured foot? If we go up here,
She is slowly making her way over.
I would say in the amount of time it took between turns and everything, you would have at this point basically made it to the room. So if you want to kind of be entering the room at this point, you absolutely can be.
Okay, so yeah, she's hobbling into the room.
So you hobble into the room and you see the little gremlins in the corner basically scurrying around every corner trying to find anything they can find in the room. You see Othwin looking very pleased with herself, standing about 20 feet in front of you, and then about 30 feet from her, you see the remnants of what looks to you just a bunch of rubble. It's just a bunch of stone and pieces that are just scattered in 2 directions with a burn mark on the ground, and some of the stones have kind of that mild, like not full charcoal look, like they're glowing hot, but looks like they were just glowing hot recently.
Okay. So I mean, she's not. Oh,
Oh, sorry. You're good. Here, I'm going to move you out of the door. There you go. Yeah, for someone who has no idea what happened from start to finish, it's a very odd scene.
I still like how Daxori basically stepped on Legos a hallway over while the entire fight happened.
She's just kind of like, she's just standing there on one foot, leaning against the wall, just confused.
As you got there, Merrick would say, whatever they needed help with, they handled it just fine, apparently. How are you?
She's gonna look at him, and then look down at her foot that's still bleeding, and then look back up at him. How do you think I'm doing?
I don't know. I don't think I bleed as much. I think one of them can help you.
See, that did it normal. Weird.
I will wait once things are done.
No, I was doing a quick for science. If
Yeah.
we just add the dice to the situational modifier, we can just roll crits as normal.
Yeah, we'll just do it that
Just
way.
click normal attack.
Because that was how it was supposed to do it. So,
Yeah.
anyways. So, yeah, you guys are... there's nothing... I mean, as you can see, there's nothing in this room. It was just an empty room that looks kind of old. This room definitely has the appearance of some of the other chambers you've discovered that look like they're part of the ancient city that fell, not the carved-out tunnels the goblins were in. This definitely looks like one of the sections of the old city. And the stone statue, there's not much left of it to do anything with. Between Shatter, which basically weakened him to the point of nothingness, and Guiding Bolt, there's just rock. Like, they didn't... It's just rubble.
Let's not forget the one stone that chipped his shoulder.
That's true. You did take a small, tiny... You know what? Credit where credit's due. Basil did take a tiny ding out of the shoulder. That is true. I will say,
Nice.
Othwin, it's as you're watching your compatriots run around the room, you see Alexander and Daxori, talking. And by the way, Spitwick he's standing next to Daxori and he's eyeing the foot and he's eyeing her, and he doesn't look as scared of her right now. He looks more concerned for her well-being. I will say that. But Othwin, it's at this point that in the back of your mind, you hear this soft whisper just kind of drift in like a fog. And you just hear in a soft female voice, this very I'm trying to describe the voice because I'm not gonna be able to emulate it, but a very soft, very pleasant, almost like honey in the back of your mind of, well done, my servant. And then it fades out.
Just currently spinning around trying to figure out where the hell that just came from.
And there's nothing there. And Daxori, you would notice that Spitwick is eyeing your foot and looking at you with a concerned look on his face. He doesn't look as pissed or scared as he has in the past. He actually looks like he wants to help, but he doesn't know how.
She's just gonna look down at him, and
Oops.
yeah, she's just gonna look down at him, and I mean, she's not gonna say anything. She's not gonna do anything. She's gonna look down at him and then turn back to where she was looking.
What is going on with my
Character growth.
I didn't realize it was doing that the whole time. I am sorry, guys. The stream was super borked. Okay, good for Daxori. I honestly was expecting other things.
If her foot wasn't bleeding, she would punt him.
We crippled the punting ability. DM success. I'm kidding. So,
For now.
anyways, yeah, for now. So, you guys have obviously dealt with this, and Daxori, it's after a few minutes that you realize you can put some weight on it, and the pain has subsided, and you realize the spikes weren't as bad as they could have been, and it still hurts, but you very much can put your weight back on it. And Spitwick kind of taps you a little bit, very carefully comes up and taps and says, "Sorry that happened. That looks rough. If I had a potion, I'd give it to you, but I'm out. Sorry." And he genuinely has a face of like, "I wish I could help."
She's just gonna shrug. She's like, and she's just gonna turn to him. She's like, "Yeah, it is what it is."
He nods a bit, and he gives her a little bit of room and steps back into the hallway. Basil, Talina, and Grigor, what are you guys doing?
I'm looking at the statue, or the remainders of the statue.
Basil also went to that direction.
Okay.
Specifically looking at its sword and shield. Those are probably way too heavy. I'm just curious. If
The sword is as big as you are. Probably. Actually, how tall is Talina?
Selena is. Where the hell do I see that on this? There it is.
It's the very last tab.
She is 5'8".
Okay,
or
so it's not.
172
Okay, I take it back.
centimeters.
The sword is not as tall as you. It's very big. It's way too big for you, and and you have no idea how much it weighs. Not to mention, the handle, like the pommel of it, broke when it hit the ground. So the blade is there, but the hilt and the pommel are gone. They're rubble. The shield, same story. When it struck, when the guiding bolt hit, the shield took a good chunk of it as well, and it cracked into several pieces. And so now it doesn't even look like a shield. The whole thing looks like rubble. There is very little left of the statue that is intact. It is between the two very big spells that hit it. There's not a lot left of it.
She just shrugs and moves past towards the door.
Okay, Basil, Grigor, anything else you guys want to do?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. So as you guys leave the chamber and leave the remnants of the statue behind, you re-enter the hallway, and I'll say that everyone can basically move into the hallway at that point. And this particular hallway still has the 2 torches burning. You guys do know there is a door that Othwin was about to fiddle with before Basil awoke the big statue guy. What would you guys like to do?
As Dex runs off, Selena.
I'm not running off. I'm not running off. She's just going to the back, and she's letting everyone else go first.
She's learned her lesson.
Right.
Basil's going to look at the group and be like, "You really want me leading?" Not really saying it, just kind of like pointing down the hallway and like, yeah.
Between Basil and Daxori, they're both like, "Who wants to take the lead?" Oh, what's Othwin doing?
Othwin is praying and healing and stuff. I'm assuming
like
that's before Dex.
Are you casting? Actually, can you cast that ritually, or is that a spell slot?
That's my last spell slot.
Okay, I thought prayer. Hold on, I thought prayer of healing could be cast ritually. Hang on, let me
I
check,
think a lot
because
of
usually
spells
most
can. I don't
prayer-based
know.
spells can be cast ritually. Hang on.
I have a
Specifically-
question regarding spell slots.
Is
General curiosity, did they replenish with the level up?
your spell slots would have replenished with your level up, not your HP, but that would have happened last session because you guys leveled up the session. Like, you guys leveled up beginning of last session. And so at the very beginning of that session, when you guys made it through the tunnel, or it was actually the session before that, was actually when you guys leveled up because you guys got your spell slots back as you came out of the temple. And I had you guys refill your spell slots, and then you guys went into combat.
Oh, okay.
So you guys all got various HP. So you guys should actually all be pretty well off. I'm checking real quick because my understanding, and maybe this is a DM ruling, maybe this is a homebrew rule, but I'm confirming. My understanding is prayer-based things for clerics, for the most part, can be cast ritually if you take the time to do it. So hang on a second. I'm confirming that.
I know
Pray
there
for
is
health.
a tag on spells that can be cast ritually. Prayer of Healing doesn't seem to have that tag.
I'm
I'm
not
trying to find one that does.
Yeah.
So I know that it's not a thing
Yeah.
that I'm imagining. Yeah. Because Purify Food and Drink For example, it says first level transmutation, and then within parentheses ritual.
Oh,
And
okay.
prayer of healing does not.
Okay, so
it's
prayer of
not
healing
a
doesn't
ritual
have that.
spell.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it's because healing spells, from what what I'm reading,
Mhm.
are supposed to be limited.
Okay, that makes sense. I was just confirming that, but
Yeah.
okay, cool. So you use your last spell slot, and everybody's. I think everyone's at full
unharmed now.
HP. Yeah. And I think, yeah, Alexander still has his temp HP. Grigor still has his. Basil
still
still
have
has
mine.
his. Talina still has. Yeah, you guys are actually sitting in a really good spot, minus the lack of spell slots. But so you guys watch as
Very lack.
you guys watch as Othwin walks out, clutching her necklace. She grips it tight within her feathered fingers, and you see her lower her head, and you can hear that what sounds like a bird chirping, but it's actually her praying. And all of you suddenly feel this wave of energy, and you watch, and Daxori, specifically you realize all the pain is gone from your foot. You realize whatever wound was on your foot is no longer there, and you have full range of motion, and you can put all your weight back on it.
Burb looks exhausted.
Yeah. So with that, you watch as all of the strength just leaves her, and her little shoulders slouch, and you watch her head droop a bit, and you realize that whatever energy she had is gone.
Elena opens her bag towards Athwin. Is it nap time, little one?
Burb is gonna crawl in. It's nap time for baby Burb.
Aw, okay. So what we're gonna do for the sake of that is I'm actually gonna hide your token, and you are now
Oh
presumed.
no, everything's invisible.
Yep. Oh, it is. Okay.
Everything went dark. It was creepy.
Can you click off of Othwin? Will it let you do that and click onto somebody else? I can't. I'm not sure as a player. Because you have.
No.
Okay. What we're gonna do then is I have a solution. I have a solution.
Burb can just sit on the same tile as I am.
Well, for movement's sake, I actually have a way to do this. So what I'm going to do is, technically speaking, I should do this already, but Othwin, you have observer privileges now for Talina. So I'm going to hide you, and you should be able to see. You should be able to click and see Talina, I believe. We'll let you do that.
I see her place, so yeah, I'm assuming I can see.
I'm gonna wiggle so you can see if the light changes in the room.
And I believe you can see what she sees.
Everything is so
It's because she has dark vision.
blue.
Yeah. So I'm gonna leave that. If it causes problems, let me know. But I'm just gonna do that for the sake of Othwin is now presumed to be in Talina's bag. That way I don't lose track of tokens. Okay. So as you guys ran to the hallway, Othwin's looking very exhausted and crawls into Talina's bag and then basically gets slung onto the shoulders. You guys are obviously now healed. Where would you guys like to go? You have a couple of options direction-wise.
So we can either all take a nap somewhere a bit back and keep watch, or we can press onwards as Talina raises her shield towards the hallway to our map left.
Oh, Daxori just runs off, apparently. Where's Daxori heading?
She does want to know what's at the end of that hallway on the other side.
Okay, so yeah. So do you head over there?
Yeah.
Okay. So does she say anything to the group, or does she just run off on silently? You don't have to move her back. I'm just curious.
Oh, no, she would just run off.
So you guys are kind of, Talina, you say that about taking a nap, and you turn and realize Daxori's not in the room anymore, and you can hear the as footsteps as they disappear into the tunnel.
Just sighs and just walks into the direction of the footsteps.
Nergus
She's
sighs and says she is gonna need help.
Okay. So
Yeah.
does everybody else follow?
I do.
That's a really good. Is that a nat 20? Oh no, it's a dirty 20. Okay. Oh, you do as well? Okay. Well, Spitwick would follow you guys. So if the rest of you guys are moving,
There she is.
Spitwick would follow. Oops, sorry, I closed the door. Hold on. Spitwick's stuck. There you go. Oh my gosh, problems. There you go. Sorry.
There you go. I opened the door again. You can come in.
The door became a mimic and was fucking with people.
Yeah, really. So as you re-enter the hallway and you realize now you need to take a closer look, with a dirty 20 roll, you can basically scan the room, and it's pretty well lit, and you can now see there's a faint edge in the tiles and the stone floor. I say tiles, the stone floor, where you can see a very, very faint line right where, and you see where you knew you stood, and you follow that line to your right, and you can see that same line carrying all the way across the hallway, and you recognize that basically all the way across, oops, let me move this for chat, sorry, that all the way across these lines here, right where that cursor is, as well as basically, let me do it this way, this will make it easier. Basically, following that line, you are very confident that those other two essentially spaces across the hallway are probably also a continuation of that same trap. You do know, based on your previous experience, that the spot here was triggered and is no longer active because you and Alexander both walked over it. But as you kind of peer off into the distance with both your dark vision as well as the torch lights, you don't see any more of those lines in the ground anywhere else in the hall. It just looks like it's right there. So unless you're not seeing it, you're pretty confident, especially with that roll, that the only traps in this room are probably both there.
Okay, so with that, she's going to cautiously, avoiding the traps, move forward.
Okay, so you guys watch as Daxori, when you guys all enter the hallway, you see her squinted, leaning forward, checking out the whole room, trying to see things, and you see her kind of nod, and she moves over to one spot and walks around, like you visibly watch her avoid part of the hallway and successfully walk to the further into the chamber. Does anyone decide to follow her or stay put?
And she's gonna yell back, stay to the, is that my left?
The left,
Yeah,
it'd be the left of the hall, yeah.
Yeah, stay to the left.
All right. And as Spitwick is walking through this, you see him take the tip of his spear and he taps the ground in front of him. And
Oh, he's the only smart one. Okay.
hold on, nobody needs to roll that. Ignore it. I don't know why it has everybody targeted. I'm trying to get it to...
I
No.
forgot who had the alert feed, but you should look at the table VC, text chat. I found a thing.
Hi. Yeah, it was very good. Thank you.
Whoa.
1 second.
Oh.
Sorry about that. Let me unpause that. I don't know why it's doing... I'm just trying to get to play the animation. Basically, you watch the spikes stick up in this space here. If I can get it to cooperate with me. Right? There.
Oh.
And you watch him go off, and he just kind of... He gulps and looks up at you, Alexander, and goes, let's keep moving.
Yeah, give me a second.
Them.
But the Ty found a thing.
Oh my gosh, how did we miss that?
To be fair, it's behind the button special features, which isn't really used for anything
it's
else
not.
related to feats.
There's a bunch of shit in
All
it.
right, well, in that case, let me fix your... Because now your initiative's going to be wrong. Let me fix it.
Well, it still shows +8, so
That's
then,
well, that's
oh,
but you
because
have-
I didn't save the alert
Yeah,
thing. Wait.
save
I
the
have to
alert thing.
Update special trays. There we go.
Yeah, do that. I just removed the
Okay.
manual
fuck.
modifier.
Update. There we go. Now it's now
A
plus
There
8.
we go.
giant
Okay,
vault
cool.
mimic,
We
that's-
fixed things.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay, cool. So, yes.
Not really paying attention to the fact that Spitwick said anything to him.
No, you
just
just-
not
you would've
turning
just
around,
felt-
no nothing, just continue moving.
Yeah, you would have just seen the spikes go up, and then you would have felt a subtle tap, tap, tap on your leg, and then he would have, you guys would have walked in. All right.
Push him into the spikes.
Wow.
Good name.
May I recommend that we all step exactly where the person in front of us stepped, so that if there is a trap to trigger, it won't trigger more than once?
And it's,
So, oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was going to say, so would Dax be able to see any traps down the rest of the hallway?
With that roll, because it is a very well-lit hallway, you don't see any more traps.
Okay, so she's going to cautiously go forward.
I'm gonna basically stand in her footsteps. as
Okay.
she goes.
Yeah, Spitwick's following along as well, staying in line with everybody.
Okay. So she sees the door and she's curious. So before she opens it, she's gonna look to see if there's anything around the door frame that she needs to be careful of.
Roll me an investigation check. Why did I hear it twice? That's weird. Oh, I know why I heard it twice.
Do you have a global one set as well?
Well, no, it's because I have the browser up for stream chat, and then I have my game
Ah.
system as well. Okay, it's a door. It is a very sturdy wooden door with iron facets and iron handle and hinges. It is as large as the other doors. I will say, it does appear locked, but you're not really sure beyond that.
So if she just started smacking on it with her sword, would she eventually get through it?
I mean, it's wood and iron. You'd have to do a hell of a lot of hitting on it. Like, this is a very big, sturdy door.
She's gonna walk away sad.
Okay, we're not going through the door.
She's gonna, as she's walking away, she'd be like, "It's locked." So,
As you guys enter this next room, this looks like another one of those chambers that was part of the original city with these large stone columns reaching all the way up to the ceiling. This also, the hallway you were in had a lower ceiling, probably maybe 9 feet tall, maybe 10 at most. As you enter this room, the ceiling skyrockets. I say skyrocket. It juts up, and it's now more like the other chamber was almost 30 feet high.
Oh, hey, look, more boxes.
Dax is going, as they're roaming the room, she's kind of looking around.
Mm-hmm.
Not only just because she's curious about what everything looks like, but also she's kind of looking for anything. And when she approaches the chest, she's going to pull on the top to see if it's locked.
Which one is she messing with?
The one in this one.
Okay. It's unlocked.
Okay. So she's going to carefully open it.
Okay. As you open the chest, there's a few bits and bobs inside. It looks like there's maybe a few books. There's an empty sack of some kind, maybe used to hold some sort of grain or seed, maybe some sort of dry good of some kind. There's an old rusty helmet that looks like it belonged to maybe an old guard or something, and it's got like a bent nose piece on it, and like it's old and worn out.
All right. So she's just gonna put the stuff back in the chest because there's nothing that she wants. And then she's going to go to the next chest. And again, she's gonna pull on it, see if it's unlocked.
That one is locked.
Okay. So she's going to try and pick the lock.
Okay.
Or is it a padlock, or is it
It's-
locked some other way?
It's one of those locks that's embedded into the chest, but it's still a traditional lock that you put a key into. So
Okay, yeah. So she's gonna try and pick the lock.
okay, go ahead and roll me a thieves' tools, please. Wow, really good roll. Okay, yeah, with great ease, you basically slide your thieves' tools in with almost no time at all. You guys watch as Dax, and the lid pops up a little bit as the lock releases.
Okay. She's gonna open it all the way.
Okay. And you look inside, and there's a small little leather pouch that's sealed shut. There's some more clothes, some random rags, and there's 2 daggers, just standard daggers.
Okay. She's gonna go for the leather pouch. Is there anything in it, or is it just sealed shut?
It's sealed shut with a little leather binding, but as you you can hear that you can definitely hear there's coins inside of it.
Okay, so she's gonna take the coin. She was hoping that, and she's gonna put it in her pocket, and as she puts it in their pocket, she's gonna turn around to the two that followed her. I was hoping there's a key in here.
Valid.
You were
would I be
hoping. I'm
able
sorry.
to
You were
see
hoping that there's a
inside-
key in there.
Yeah, for the door.
Okay.
Side note:
Mhm.
Basil's gonna start kicking around these rocks in the corner because they look suspicious.
Okay. Are you just like kind of shuffling with your feet, or what are you doing?
I'm seeing if anything like moves, if it's like gonna start crumbling down, if it, like much like when we dug
Oh, no.
the other tunnel.
I'll tell you straight
Yeah.
up that the rocks you guys see in the
Okay.
corner is just random rubble
Okay.
that just over the
That's-
centuries has just kind of collected in the
I'm
corner.
just,
You're good.
you
You're
know,
good.
just doing the due diligence.
get
He's just
it.
kicking around some rocks.
I get it. It's gamers in a game. I get it. You got to check everything. And I was having fun decorating stuff over the last couple of
Well-
weeks, just making this look better. So
Hey, it's not just gamers in a game for this one. There is, a little bit of
there's precedent.
precedent for it. Yeah.
Nope, 100%. I was just,
Uh,
admittedly, I was having fun decorating stuff.
Dear DM, I don't know what happened to stream, but it can see a lot of walls and stuff. Also,
What
before
the heck?
Dexori walks away from the chest.
But yeah, no, I can
Good.
also see that.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
interesting. I can't, but that's fine.
There you go.
No.
All of our exploration! All of it! We can't see anywhere we've been now.
Nope.
Sorry.
That's okay. Would Telena be able to see into the chest while Dexori was exploring it?
Yep, you would have
I'm
been able to
just
see it over
moving
her shoulder.
around to feed the room.
Yeah, and by the way, Dex, you can
Uh,
add a grand total of there was 20 pieces of silver in that bag.
I would like to grab the 2 daggers that were there.
Okay. All right. I will add some daggers to your inventory real quick.
Oh, okay. I was gonna do it, but that worked.
Do you, oh
That
yeah, go ahead.
story
That's right, 'cause
is
you- that's-
rich.
I forgot you have access to the well.
Yeah, we can just.
Side
Drag
note, that
daggers in.
large chest you opened was intended to be split with the whole party, and right now Dax has all of it. So you guys might have to deal with that later.
Well, no, just on her own personal coin, she's also got quite a bit too.
Oh, good. Nice. So yeah,
It's
go ahead.
always nice to have some extra stabbies.
All right. So everybody's back on the door. What would you guys like to do?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was making a joke. I was like, I would like to see the map again.
Let me see if there's a way I can fix that.
Is there like a place that a key would go for the door?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a normal door, so it's locked and it has it has a lock on it. So
Okay. Dax is gonna look at everyone in front of the door, and then she's gonna approach it and try and pick it.
okay. Okay. So you slide your thieves' tools into it, and it takes you a little bit, and you can definitely feel like you're slipping on a tumbler. Like you'll make some progress, you'll hear them click, 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 and then and you'll have to start over. And it takes you, I'd say, about 10 minutes of trial and error, and you do get a little frustrated doing it, but you are actually able to succeed and unlock the door. And you hear the
Okay.
tumbles release.
She's gonna back up, and she's just gonna look at everybody. It's unlocked. Who wants to go first?
Telena would hold up her shield and stand in front of the door.
Can I? Wait, I'm gonna see if I'm able to before I ask that question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's not opening it. She's just like holding her shield up to the door. Be like, I'll stand here, and if anything, that there's. a
Never
shield
mind, I
between
cannot.
me.
I retract.
What are you trying to do?
I just wanted to open it with a mage hand, but I don't have mage hand.
Oh, that could be a problem. Yep.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Trust me, I regret not taking that spell as well.
I have mage hand. So
I don't regret it. I just don't have it.
would you have by chance thought about that out loud, or
Not at all.
okay, then never mind.
Man, you
It's-
guys
it's-
are a
it's-
quiet
no,
bunch.
it's
You're like, "Would you not-"
something-
No, they would have been quiet. Would you said anything? No, I just run off. Like, good grief.
No, it's not something Merrick thought about because he would know if he's capable of it. It's just I, as a player, didn't know if I had it. So I forgot what I chose.
That being said, if Daxori suddenly remembers she has Mage Hand, it's not I don't count that as meta. Like, I'm 100% okay
Actually,
with that.
yeah, I guess Merrick could say like, you can, and anyone can open it from a distance.
It's Mage Hand, so yeah.
Well, that's Merrick asking in character.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was you asking me.
Yeah, there are spells that allow you to do that. I don't have that spell, but yeah.
Dax is gonna sit there and like her hand up to her chin for a second, thinking whether or not she's able to do it.
Oh, can I?
Because she doesn't fully remember what spell she's able to do.
Can I offer you a funny piece of flair while you're doing that? So as Daxori is stroking her and trying to think of that, she glances over and there's a reddish magical hand floating next to you with its wrist fading into nothingness that's mimicking the same motion, just floating next to you, doing the same thing, mimicking your hand.
That's funny.
So she's gonna look at this red floating hand, and she's gonna look at it and then kind of go back to the door for a second, and it takes a second for her for it to click what she just saw, and then she's like, "Oh, that's right." So she's like, she asks everyone to move out of the way, and she casts Mage Hand and goes to unlock the door with it.
And so the red hand, when you say, "Oh, that's right," it makes a little thumbs up symbol, and then it turns and it floats towards the door, and it goes to the door. Roll me a dexterity check.
Selena's not moving, by the way. She's just chilled up.
The hand goes through you because it's Mage Hand. It goes.
Yeah. She knows.
Yeah.
It's spectral.
Saving throw?
No, it's a dexterity check. Sorry, not a saving throw. So you just basically click your dex.
Yeah. Couldn't remember where Dex was for a second.
So,
Bruh.
Okay, so I mean, you watch as the hand, because she forgot that she had it, so the hand kind of floats a little wibbly wobbly towards and goes through Talina, gets to the other side, shakes itself a bit, goes towards the door, and it goes towards the handle and it goes through the handle, goes through the door for a second, and then it comes back, and it does it again. And Dex, or you're trying to get the hang of it because you haven't done this in a while, you forgot you had this, and so you're trying to get the hand to materialize long enough to grip the door handle. When finally it does, and you get it to grip the handle, and the door opens. It wasn't a difficulty DC to open an unlocked door.
Onwards.
All right. So as you guys move into the next room,
This opens wide.
this is, as you step in, not only is it long and wide going both directions, it is extremely tall. These ceilings are tall enough that the light doesn't actually illuminate the ceiling. This chamber is probably upwards of 50 feet high, if not higher. You're not 100% sure just based on how on how dark it is, mixed with the height. Mixed with the height of the ceiling is the whole thing. Across from you see another doorway, and you're not certain where that doorway leads, but based on where you just came from, Talina and Othwin, you would have an educated guess that you know where that door leads, because you guys were standing next to it.
Dear DM, with my 120 feet dark vision, can I see the ceiling?
You can see the ceiling, yeah, and you can tell that the ceiling is in the darkness, and it's probably upwards of 50 to 60 feet above you.
Gotcha.
I'd be able to see the ceiling then too.
Yes, Daxori, you have dark vision as well. Yes, you would. And then actually, I believe we gave dark vision to. I think it made sense for Othwin to have. Oh, she's asleep. That's right.
Othwin,
Othwin's asleep. Would Othwin have woken up at this point after resting a bit, or she's still passed out?
Oh, she's fucking out.
She's out. She's knackered. Oh, sorry. Ignore that. I'm trying to move her to you.
Oh, she's still triggering the trap way back there.
Yeah, she is, which is dumb because it's fine. So you guys enter this large chamber, and the few of you that have, exactly, weakness is doors, and I love it. You guys obviously the dark vision can see this hall from end to end, and it's obviously very, very long, and it's very clear that this very large chamber is one of the more ornate ones. This is one that probably fell from one of the more lavish parts of the city, and could have been some sort of passageway into a hall. It could have been a hall itself. You're not really sure, but the temperature is a little bit cooler in here. The stonework is a lot more refined, even with its age. Like, this is definitely one of the more ornate, more refined parts of the old city. Throughout the entire scope of this chamber, all the way down, there are these large columns, these large stone columns that go from floor to ceiling. And in the middle of this hall, like you can see on both sides, the hall is straight and narrow, but then there's like a recessed area in the middle that basically fills in the gaps between these stone columns. So basically this section here is recessed. It goes down about 6 inches and then up 6 inches on the other side, and it goes between each of these columns, and you can see it from where you're standing. And then there are torches that are still lit in here, but you also see rubble that's collected in various spots, obviously from the city falling or from earthquakes or from any number of reasons why rubble might fall into the chamber.
So you were saying that I would have a rough idea where the door south of us leads?
You would have an educated guess, yeah, because you saw a doorway from where you were
I've seen
earlier.
the hall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the hole in the other side.
Yep. Grigor, I see
What
you
I'm
at
trying
the
to
door. Are you trying to open? Are you trying to open? One second. Are you trying to open the door, Grigor?
I'm just checking to see if it's locked.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation check. Unless, well, I say investigation. Are you actually trying to jiggle the door handle to see if it's locked, or are you just trying to look at it and see if and tell?
Probably jiggle it a bit.
Okay, go ahead and try clicking on the door. By the way, guys, if you guys see a door symbol, you guys can click on it, and it will tell you if it's locked or not. Oh, look at that. Unlocked. So yeah, light pours in, and you can see light from the other side as well. Some sort of torch illuminating. Oops. All right, Alexander, what were you doing?
I shared a screenshot in the chat. Like, those black spots, are those supposed to be like that? Because like, I don't understand why I'm not seeing what's in them. It's really weird.
Yeah, that's one of the things I've run into with lighting. So it's basically what you're seeing is you're seeing the gaps between the torches. And in theory, you're supposed to be able to like look through those. I don't know why it's doing that.
It's because he doesn't have dark vision and those spots aren't being lit.
That's
I can see the same
right.
in shaded.
His dark vision.
I mean, I should have dark vision.
Yeah, I know. We ran into this.
Oh, was it broken?
It's all screwed up. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know why. Hang on, I'm trying to. No, you have it.
Turn it
That's
off
so
and on
dumb.
again?
He has it, and like I've manually set it.
Is there another thing I can set through one of those thingies? Do you
No,
think, Ty? No.
It's a token
No,
thing, and
that's a DM thing.
yeah, and it's dumb because you have it on your character sheet. Like you have dark vision 120, and then your token has a special thing as well where I set up dark vision at 120, and it's enabled, and it still is not like. I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me.
When I look at my token, it says vision enabled, but range is 0.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, because all tokens have.
Okay, I just made it 120. Now I can see through it.
Well, that's because it gives you vision. Oh.
Well,
Wait.
I have
what the
120
heck?
night vision.
Wait a minute. Okay, so your vision needs to be 60, not 120.
Yeah, there's a difference between dark vision and dark vision and
because Daxori's is working and hers is at 60 and 360. And dark vision mode. Hold on.
No, I can literally see dark vision in 120 feet.
Hang on. I think I know why. I'm trying to match the settings. All right, there you go.
right. But do you have?
You
dark
should be good now.
vision Or
Oh, now it's all gray. Okay, that's
dark
what you
vision.
meant.
Yeah, you should now be. I matched your settings to the same ones Dax's token has, and I think it's working. I don't know why I didn't do that automatically, but it should be working now.
Huzzah.
I'll have to do the same thing for Othwin later because I think that was broken too. But yeah,
Why is it halved?
it's not,
Jiraiya has superior dark vision.
No, my dark vision is 120 due to Eyes of the Dark as a shadow sorcerer.
Oh, okay. Because she
Oh,
has
fine.
60 feet of dark vision. You have 100. Okay, let me fix that. Sorry, I
Yeah.
misunderstood. I'm fixing it now.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good. You are now good.
Or just doubled.
Yeah. Sorry. You're just different.
I'm built different. Yeah.
I'm built different.
I think that was made different, but you know
Okay,
what?
yeah,
That's
and
lore
all
for
right,
later.
I should have matched it to Lena's because she also has 120 feet of dark vision. Okay. Anyways, moving on.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. So, anyways, what would you guys like to do?
Well, I'm just checking the hallway south of us if it's the same as the one that
And
I
yep.
thinks it is, which it is. Hey, look at that.
And as you walk in, you recognize that it is in fact the same hallway where you guys met the stone monster.
Yes, that is this room, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. Yes.
I know what I'm gonna do when it's my turn.
Well, I mean, it's right. Everyone's just exploring right now. So anyone who's doing stuff, just let me know what you're doing. I'm trying to keep up with the tokens, so I know what everyone's doing. But
Actually, I'm gonna
I
roll
would
a
relay to the group. We've been here, and there's still a door that hasn't been explored in this hallway. But we're kind of splitting up, and I'm not in favor.
I mean, as of right now, except for you, Talina, pretty much everybody's within eyesight of each other. But you can see at least 3 of your party members. So,
Or if we count Athwin.
I'm counting Spitwick. Oh yes,
All right,
sorry,
oh.
yeah, Althwin's in. Yeah. What was that roll for?
Whether Merrick realized something or not.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
I don't think I should wait. No, that shouldn't be shouldn't be intelligence. That should be wisdom, right?
Well, I don't know. What is it? What are you trying to do?
Well, I see these things over here,
Yep. So as you come further into the tunnel,
but
you basically see these and you would see these. You'd see these large stone statues buried deep in, or were recessed into the wall, and they are both almost exact copies of each other. And they are basically these large hooded figures holding a large scythe, facing each other on opposite sides of the chamber. And where the face should be is just blackness. There's no face there. And these things stand about 30 feet tall, each of them.
yeah, what I rolled for,
Mhm.
which is not high enough, is because Merrick didn't actually ask what happened with all the noises and stuff.
Okay.
So he doesn't know about the statue attack them, and the roll I rolled, he didn't put it together. So
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All
he
right.
doesn't know if this is a potential danger, and he's just walking around looking.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Put this back here. Okay. Yeah, Talina, you wouldn't have good line of sight on either of them, unfortunately.
Actually do have line of sight on him.
Really? Oh, on him.
And
Yeah,
I
you
can
have.
kind of see
Oh
that.
yeah, you can kind of see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, you'd be able to glance
I
over.
can see
and
like
catch a
the
piece of it.
scythe.
Yeah, you catch a piece of it. Basil, you would be able to see the edge of one from your angle if you're paying attention. Grigor,
I
you'd
just
see.
got back.
Oh, okay. Welcome back. Yeah, what I was explaining is Alexander, as he's venturing further into the tunnel, or into the chamber, I should say. It's not really a tunnel. He comes across these 2 large stone statues that are about 30 plus feet tall, each of them facing each other. In the figure is dressed in some sort of long robes, and they're each holding a scythe, and they're facing each other, and where their face should be is just blackness. And from your angle, you'd be able to see. Yeah, you could basically see part of one. It's kind of gently illuminated by lantern, or by torch, I should say.
Okay, did you say where their face should be just blackness?
Yeah, there's emptiness there. It's a stone, but there's no facial features underneath their hoods, indicating that there's no detail there.
But am I able to see like just stone there, or is it literally just blackness
Do you want to go up and look
for
at
me?
them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ugh.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, from there you could probably get a good look at him. So go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Now I can't see him.
You can't?
No, he's broken
Oh,
my
Damn.
gotcha.
the pillar.
So as you get up to him,
Ouch.
they're very impressive statues, and you can tell that the detail work on the stone carving is very intricate. You can actually see the folds of the robes, and you can see the detail of the blade. It actually looks like they may have even used a real scythe blade as the statue's weapon, or I say weapon, as the simulated weapon. As from this angle, you can now see that where the face should be, is a recession, and there's just a stone. There's just flat stone there, and it is pretty dark, and you can't fully make out the stone behind it. They're able to, but between the lighting of the room and the hood on the cowl on the hood of the robes, where the face should be is shadowed, but you can kind of tell there's a little bit of stone there. That's about all you can tell by looking at them.
All right. Can I, on top of that, do a history check to see what they represent, maybe?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll me a history check. While he's doing that, what is everybody else doing?
Trying to regroup the party.
Okay, so Talina's kind of sputtering around, and Spitwick could kind of be following you guys. He's not going to linger around too far in the back, so.
Yeah, and I'd be actively like trying to wave over the people that are falling behind. Like,
Okay, so yeah, so the party kind of rallies around you, and you guys can see Alexander kind of shuffling around on the other side of your pillar. Okay, so with the 17 history check, very good roll, by the way. You look at these, and it's very clear that these represent a physical manifestation of what humans commonly refer to as the Grim Reaper. Obviously, it's like, you know, it's kind of like a old wives' tale, but like the guardian of death, the one of the earliest champions of the Matron of Ravens, that people now kind of colloquially refer to as the Grim Reaper. Was one of her original champions that wielded a scythe and was used to ferry the deceased to the afterlife, and so now it's kind of the symbol of death in a lot of cultures.
Merrick throws the statue a bit of a frown.
It doesn't do anything. It's a statue. And I will say, let's see, Basil, where are you at? Oh, you're over there. Okay, I thought it was Grigor. So, Alexander, as you step in front of it and as you're walking by, you hear what sounds like a click in the corner of your ear. And you hear the sound of stone moving. Go ahead and click that and roll me a dexterity check, please.
I was about to stand in front of the statue, so I'm glad I didn't. Oh no!
Nice.
So as you
Oh.
So as you stand in front of it.
Actually, I'm gonna see if I can re-roll that with inspiration.
Oh, you want to re-roll it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. I'll hold off on applying the
Restarting my
damage.
way again.
Go ahead and just re-roll me. It's fine.
save.
The mechanic and everything of that, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and roll me.
So dex save?
Yeah, just go ahead and roll me another dex save.
I like the avatar.
Yeah, well, fuck me, I guess.
Still
I
would've
don't...
failed. So yeah, so you guys watch as Alexander kind of frowns at this thing, shrugs a bit, takes 2 steps, and you hear, and then as he turns to the right, fire erupts from the face of, or the where the face should be on this large statue, and just washes over the top of you and does 17 points of fire damage, and setting part of your robes on fire. Nothing crazy, just kind of singeing them and kind of little flames that you can pat out really quick and just kind of like pat out real quick.
I would put them out with, or I would try to put them out with prestidigitation, kind of.
100%. You could do that. Yeah.
As I take one more step to the left to get out of that line.
Yeah, and as the fire is there, you don't hear the mouth shut again, so indicating that's probably it. And anyone who's looking can now see that where the face was in this blankness that Alexander was seeing before, it has dropped, the panel of that stone has dropped down into the body, and what you can see now is you see a large circular, almost like a nozzle really, in the face of where the fire erupted from in some sort of means.
I want to take one of my small silver baubles that I bought and try to throw it at the face of the quote-unquote southern one.
One down here?
Yeah, just to see if like I can trigger its motion detector or whatever it is.
Okay. So one of the silver baubles, which is the, what was it again? I'm sorry?
Just the small silver baubles that I bought as the
Yes, the
present for
shinies. I remember now.
silver
Yeah.
owl.
And so
Yeah.
okay, go ahead and roll me. Let's do a. Well, strength would be the. I'll leave it up to you. Strength is if you want to.
Dex for most ranged than throwing.
I was gonna
things.
say, yeah, strength if you're wanting to go for just range, but if you wanted to land it in a specific spot, go ahead and roll me Dex.
Yeah, I'm trying to like see if I can activate his motion detector, so to speak.
Gotcha. Yeah, Dex would be it. Yeah. I love that because I literally was in my head going, okay, what would the DC on this be? And I was like, DC 14. You rolled a natural 14 plus the 4, so very well done. So yeah, you throw it, and you throw this silver bauble, and it goes ting, ting, and it lands in the spot, and you hear. Now, for the sake of this working, I have to do this. Don't worry about it. Ignore all of that. I'm just doing it so that it goes off.
Wow.
Oh, it wants everybody to roll it? Oh my gosh, ignore this. Just ignore it.
I mean, we've
Yeah.
learned, but
Yeah.
also, holy spam.
Yeah, it's dumb. Ignore it.
But yeah, it's to trigger the.
Yeah, I was just trying to do that. And so you guys watch as the fire erupts from its mouth and obviously strikes no one.
So the bauble on the floor, does it look like it's glowing? As in, has it been hit and is it warm?
No, the bauble's
Silver
fine.
doesn't-
The fire shot up higher, so the bauble is completely untouched.
I'm gonna go pick it up.
Okay, yeah, you walk over and pick up the bauble, and it's cool to the touch. Nothing wrong.
Anybody want one of these? Just for, future trap triggering. Have a couple.
Basil
Spitwick,
just pats his stone pouch for the sling ammo. I'm good.
Spitwick sees Basil do that because he holds his hand up, and then he realizes he has his own. He goes, "Oh, never mind, I'm good."
Are we leaving a person?
Yeah,
behind?
Daxori, what are you up to? Where is Dax AFK?
I've completely lost track because
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay, just making sure.
I'm trying to figure out what exactly she's doing,
Okay, you're fine.
other than just wandering around and just looking at things.
You would have definitely at least heard, if not seen, both of these statues go off, by the way.
And you would have heard Talena ask the question.
And you would have heard
And
Alexander
about it.
probably yelp from the fire.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Alexander, are you okay? You look a bit charred.
Guess he just has scorch marks on his face and hands.
Yeah, he's looking a little toasty.
Black just isn't your color.
Good roll.
Cool. That he just throws you a dirty look.
And with her, she waves her hand as she says this and casts Healing Word on you, and you get 4 hit points back.
It is the least I can do, literally.
Expression softens and he just says, "Thank you." That does feel better.
So as you
Yeah,
guys are
okay.
as you guys are wandering around, Grigor, it looks like that you wandered down and found a tunnel that extended further south. Actually, hold on a second. I realized something. Hang on. There's supposed to be some more lights on that are off to save loading and whatnot. So hang on, let me. Please hold whilst I do things.
Basil found another corridor.
Oh no.
And I'm just turning off old lights to save processing ability for you guys so that it doesn't run as slow.
Oh, it's a literal door.
I had also picked the lock on the door.
I'm waiting before I test the door to make sure that you're ready to do
Okay.
things.
Okay, so Dax, you said that you're trying to lockpick a door?
Yeah, I did, and I got a 25.
I didn't even see it. Oh, Thieves' Tools. There you
Just
go. Okay.
before my healing word,
Thieves'
yeah.
Tools 25. You don't even break a sweat. That lock, you don't even break the lock. Like, the lock lets itself open for you. It's scared of you. And then, okay, so the lock on that one opens. And then I'm sorry, Basil, what were you doing?
I was moving up to the top, and we're gonna test the door.
Okay, go ahead.
And
You can test the door if you want.
do I have to move closer?
You just click the door, yeah.
If it
It's
doesn't
not
work,
doing
it's
anything from
probably
this
locked.
distance.
Yeah, that means that it's locked.
Okay.
Yeah, so that door is in fact locked. You go and jiggle the handle and you realize it's locked.
Jiggles harder.
I don't lockpick that door.
Okay, roll me a thieves check on that door, please. You guys are killing it with these thieves tools. Yeah, same story. You just with effortless ease, you lockpick the door, and it is you hear the tumblers click, and it's unlocked.
Did you bring those rolls for the whole class?
Right. So you guys have successfully lockpicked 2 more doors. Well done. So Daxori, you're looking into. I'll go ahead and pause it here for a second so I can get both of you guys. So Daxori, as you unlock and open the door,
I heard a ring camera.
That was me. Somebody walked in front of our door. So as you open the door, and it creaks open. This one a little bit louder than the other. Sorry, I'm doing really bad creak sounds tonight. You realize there's no lighting in this tunnel, and it's very dark. This one also looks like a carved out tunnel. This doesn't look like something that was part of the original city. This looks like something that was carved out probably by the goblins or the gnolls or the hobgoblins as a way to move around. It's very dark. You can hear a sound of dripping water, and you can hear the soft sound of some sort of echoed noise coming from it, but there's no light. There's absolutely no, and you can tell there's no residual light. The only light that you can see is what's coming from behind you from the main chamber.
Okay. Go ahead.
I was gonna say for the other 2, and then we'll go to what we're gonna do next. But for the other 2, before you enter, as you unlock the next room and open the door to the next room, light spills in from the chamber from the large hall from behind you into this smaller room, as well as you notice there is a lantern sitting on top of a crate. And as you open the door, you notice this room is full of random crates of various sizes and shapes. Some are stacked on top of each other. There's picture frames that are leaning up against crates. There's pieces of art leaning against. This looks like a massive stash of random stuff. Now, that being said, unpausing the game, what would you guys like to do? Daxori, you pick the lock first. What would you like to do with your door? A nat 20? That was a nat 20. So you're just rolling an investigation for what specifically?
Just to see if she can see anything in terms of traps or anything like that. Just immediately within the doorway in the hallway.
From where you're standing, the doorway, the hallway, everything that you can see visually from where you're currently standing looks normal. It looks like a carved out tunnel. The lower ceiling, the walls are rough and unfinished. It's obviously not carved stone. It's very much more just carved out tunnel. You can see that it looks like they started to carve out another tunnel, but then from your angle can clearly see that they gave up, and then it was just a little alcove that was started and left abandoned. And you can obviously tell that there is there's a turn here. And as you enter in further, you can see that the tunnel does start to turn to her left.
Okay. Seeing that she's going to back up, and she is going to wait there until they're done in the room across.
Okay. So going back up to the and Spitwick would be right behind you too, keeping his distance for obvious reasons, but he's right behind you. Alexander, by the way, you're falling a little behind. Would Alexander be catching up with anyone, or is he kind of licking his wounds over by the statue?
I wasn't paying attention. Where did everyone go? To the left?
Yeah, we went left and then both
Someone
went
left,
right.
someone right.
Is there an equal distribution? He will go right.
We're really good at this split the party thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we're
You're
still
still next to
within
each other.
visual distance.
Yeah, you're still in visual distance. So those of you who went right or up, you guys are entering this large room full of crates. This room is one of the old carved rooms that it looks like was left abandoned, obviously. And you can see all these crates and boxes and various accoutrement of items scattered throughout the room. But you can also easily see that there is what looks like a staircase in the corner.
No, we can't.
Well, sorry, the stupid light in here.
We've got 2 of the torchbearers in this room.
Alexander, as you walk in, you can see through your dark vision that in the corner, kind of
I can.
hidden by darkness, that you can see a staircase. The problem is I want the torch, like this one lantern, to illuminate the whole room, but it's very weird the way it does it. Like, hang on, let me try something here.
In this room of junk, do I see anything that catches my eye other than the stairs?
That's what I wanted. In this, go ahead. I'm sorry. Say that again.
Is anything in this room catch my eye, like particularly? I don't know, something shiny, something that looks like an artifact or whatever.
If you're just taking a quick scan, you can roll me a perception check. If you actually want to dig through some stuff, roll me an investigation check.
It's really dumb that the fog of war is blocking this square.
Yeah, that's fun. Oh
20.
my gosh, dude, what is with these rolls tonight? You guys are on fire.
The dice.
If only I got the good rolls on useful things.
I know, right?
Hey, this is long overdue for
It's
me.
so long overdue. You have any idea how happy it makes me to see high rolls coming out of you right now? So with a
I
with a
say
20
that, and then I'm going to get terrible rolls.
Well, let's hope not. With a 20 perception check, you are able to scan the room pretty thoroughly, even with a quick scan, and you can see that most of the crates are nailed shut, so you can't obviously see inside most of them. You can see what looks to be a few picture frames. It looked like there was once art inside of them or some sort of portrait that are just left here with the frame now. And what you can deduce from a perception check like that is not so much the things that catch your eye of value, more as the question lingers of, why are these here? All the places that you've walked through, all this with the knowledge of this is the underside of the city. This is supposed to be more or less abandoned by society, more like you kind of expect to run into the riffraff down here of maybe, a petty thief, or in your guys' case, goblins and whatnot that are lingering down here to stay out of sight and try to do what they're going to do. But why are all of these crates here? This would strike you as odd.
Can I, from perception, tell if they are as old as everything else here?
Oh, with that perception check, you can understand these are not as old as the room itself. Like these are newer. No idea how new, but that lantern is still burning, so obviously new enough.
Out loud, he will say, "Be on guard." As he just gonna take a couple steps to one of the crates to investigate to see if he can open it.
How loud would he say that? Loud enough that it would echo into the other chamber, or
loud enough that the two in his room would
Okay.
hear it, but not louder than that.
Gotcha. All right. So
Basil
Basil and
will
Grigor, you guys would definitely hear that.
Basil's gonna draw his fancy dagger.
Okay. How is Grigor going to react to that information?
He'll put a hand on his rapier handle.
Okay. All right. So you're going over to that crate in the center there?
Yeah.
Okay. So that particular crate, I know it probably doesn't look like that. That crate is very tall. That crate is probably about 15 feet tall.
Humongous badonkadonks.
It's very tall.
Okay.
And the one that's next to it, this one right here, is about 10 feet tall, leaning up against it on the backside. So they're both very tall crates, which is why the light isn't passing perfectly.
Basil's just gonna stay guard watching the staircase area.
Okay.
Making sure nothing comes up it.
Yep, sounds good. And then Alexander, what are you doing with that crate?
Did you say they're just nailed shut,
Yeah, they're
like
crates,
full
yep.
on?
Yep, they're just normal crates.
I'm gonna investigate, see if I can open it. I guess.
So are you investigating to check it out, or are you trying to actually open it?
You want to check it out first?
Okay, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Come on, roll another one.
Good grief.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, yeah. Like, I mean, it's a very well built crate. It's very, like I said, it's tall and it's very robust, and you can tell by looking at it, it probably holds something very heavy and obviously very tall. And you can tell that the panel that's facing you is probably the one actually it was nailed shut. So this thing was actually closed on its side, not the top of it. And from that kind of investigation, you can kind of deduce that something tall was slid into it, and then it was sealed up with just hammer and nail.
I'm confused. Why did chat me say I'm learning? I did not write that.
What?
Do you see in chat my messages above this roll?
No. Oh, that's leaning. That's when you're leaning. 'Cause
Oh,
that says to me-
leaning.
Yeah, you're leaning.
Okay, well, first of all, I can't read. Is
Yeah.
that happens when I do Q?
For me, basically, anytime you guys lean, I get spammed with I'm leaning. So it's like
Oh,
it's like
okay.
R6 Siege. Anytime, when you guys were learning how to use the function when we first started, I had just a sea of I'm leaning. It was just like, oh my gosh,
He's
that is
leading.
not
Okay,
an
so-
invitation for you all to do it again.
For me to open this crate or see which side was open, do I have to like lay it on its side?
No, you would be able to look at it and see that if you insert some sort of flat or narrow object in between the side panel and the frame of the crate, you could probably pry it open with maybe some leverage or maybe jiggling something back and forth or like just like a pry bar or something. Like you have some options there, but you would tell that the panel that's facing you is not part of the crate; it is the lid basically. So you could open it.
Got it. I'm gonna try to carefully open it with my axe.
With your axe, okay. All right. Let's assume that you can do the first half. So go ahead and roll me a strength check to see if you can pry it open. And I'll say with
Strength.
advantage because it's a crate. It's not like you're
Strength
trying
with
to do anything
advantage.
crazy here.
Advantage.
All right, yeah. So you slide the blade of your axe into the slit between the panel that faces you and the crate, and you are able to jimmy it back and forth and then pry, and you hear the wood give way, and you hear the nail and everything separate, and you do it a couple of times, and the panel releases itself. And as you grab the panel and move it away from the crate, inside, as you slide it to the side, inside the crate is a statue about the size of from the base of the crate all the way to the top of it, so it's the full height, and around it is straw and hay and material to keep it safe, and it looks like it's some sort of marble statue. It's of a woman with no arms, and she's in a position where she's kind of got her head leaned back over her left shoulder, kind of looking up towards the sky. She's completely nude from the neck down, except for some sort of again, all marble carving, but some sort of what appears to be some sort of sash or a piece of cloth that drapes from her right shoulder across her front, down behind her back, like her waist around her back, and then it kind of spirals all the way down her to her feet. She does have both of her feet, but she has no arms. And it's a very well carved marble statue. This looks very expensive, very ornate, very lavish, like it probably belongs to or is from some sort of manor, some sort of mansion, some sort of royal abode or place of dwelling, and it's definitely out of place in this room.
Last from me before I let other people do proper things.
Okay.
Merrick will take a look at it. He will take a step back. He will just kind of as quietly. Now they're a little bit further away from him. He'll speak up a tiny bit so the people in this room can still hear him.
Okay.
Uneducated guess. This might be a smuggler's den. All the stuff in here is new. And so he's gonna say that, and then he will just walk around the room and try to open other crates and see what's in them, basically.
Okay. So as you're doing that, we're gonna hop back down to Talina, Spitwick, and Dax. What would you guys like to do in this hallway down here?
I'm basically buddy doubling Dax at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for them to finish up exploring up there. She's keeping an eye on this hallway though.
Okay.
Because of the fact that it doesn't look natural like the rest of the location, so she's concerned that, maybe there's someone on the other end.
Okay.
And given that we're standing still for a bit, I'm gonna pet the EP bird.
Okay. How's Othwin doing?
Othwin is slowly waking up.
Okay. Well, in that case, let me do this. I gotta go find her token. Where'd I hide it? She got left behind.
Oh,
And
no.
triggers all the traps.
Right.
Burb.
Yeah. So Othwin, as you start to slowly wake up, you find yourself seeing black and white because you realize there is no natural light where you're at. or sorry, unnatural light, and that it is a very dark tunnel. And you see the very mild glow from Daxori's fiery presence, as well as Talina and Spitwick next to you. But you're in a very dark, carved out tunnel. All right. So you guys are waiting. Going back up, Grigor and Basil, you guys are watching the stairwell. What else is going on?
There hasn't been anything coming up from the stairwell, so Basil's gonna actually go back through the door.
Okay.
If Grigor will follow.
Yeah, there's been no sign of any threat.
Merrick is here. So Basil's just gonna wander the hallway real quick.
Okay.
And just find himself wherever he needs to go.
Okay. Grigor, are you sticking around or are you following Basil?
I'll head up to the first landing on the stairs.
Okay.
To see further up.
Okay, go ahead. So as you crest the stairs, you can see a very soft, warm glow coming from further up the stairwell. So there's obviously some sort of light up there, and you do roll me a perception check. Okay. You can make out the faint sound of what sounds like a conversation, possibly, but it's like you're not sure if what you're hearing is coming from your friends in the other room or is coming from up the stairs, and you can't make out any details of it. You just hear what sounds like it might be a faint conversation. Maybe, possibly. Okay, and Alexander, you said you're trying to crack open a bunch more of these crates?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll say that you're able to get a couple of them open, ones that I don't have things stacked on top of them, or ones that aren't like really seriously sealed shut. And you find a couple of paintings, very lavish paintings from they're pretty old. Some of these are pretty old, so which means they're very expensive and probably belong to somebody, but they're too big for you to carry. They're like the crate that you're standing in front of is one of the paintings, so it's 15 feet across. It's probably 6 feet high. It clearly was one of those paintings that covers an entire wall. And from like glancing in, all you can make out is it's some elven warrior on the back of an owl bear, and he has a sword raised above his head, and that's all you can see. Another one was various pieces of pottery. Another case that you opened had a bunch of dishware in it, and it's very clear that this is some sort of cache or dumping spot for various kinds of items, probably loot, as you thought earlier. But it's just a collection of random items, none of which have any immediate value to you or your compatriots, most of which are too big for you to carry. Basil, you've rejoined Spitwick and whatnot, and as you show up, you realize that the door is open and the tunnel here is dark. You, with your torch, you can only see what's in front of you, and you see nothing except darkness. In fact, it's hard for you to even make out Daxori and Talina on the other side of the door.
Yeah, I was gonna say I barely see people in the doorway, and I'm like,
you can make out their shadows.
Well,
yep.
How you doing, small fry? Not saying it exactly like that.
Spitwick just like
the verb. It's just a. How are you doing?
He puts one hand on his hip and he puts his other, and he leans up against you with his elbow. He's like, "Oh, you know, dying alive."
Literally, that's all that Basil could do at this rate.
Yep.
He's not going blind and headlong into a door like that, especially with a torch that barely lights his way.
Well, and I'm not sure. I can't remember if it was Basil or if it was Grigor, but one of you guys started to explore the other corridor over in the corner that didn't have a door, and I forgot to turn one of the torches on, so I apologize. But there would have been torch light that you guys would have been able to see down that corridor, which would have been over here. Well. So if anyone was over there earlier, I apologize. You would have seen light. So if you want to do it again, you can. Otherwise, I can tell you what you would have seen.
It's Basil that walked up to.
I didn't go that far over there, actually. I barely have like a sliver that basically I can see half of this square.
Grigor then. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, Grigor, if you want, you're welcome to put yourself back there to go check it back out. But if he would be staying there, I can tell you what you would have seen. You just let me know.
So as Basil starts talking to Spitwick, Talina would snap her fingers and say, "We're right here," and as she snaps her fingers, she casts
Ooh,
Dancing lights.
beautiful. Okay. Actually, I think
apparently can place summons.
Yes,
or
I
ask me
believe
to
you-
place summons.
I
and
believe
then
you
I didn't.
can. Is it not letting you do it anymore?
It asked me to play summons, and I checked the box, and I don't have an option to.
Let me. I gotta remember how to do this. Hold on. There's a way to do it.
Shall I just try it again? It's a cantrip, so it won't.
Yeah, that's
use any
fine.
spell
Yeah.
slot.
Oh, wait. I know why. Hold on.
Holding. You fix, then I do again.
Okay. It was in chat. So, but you have specific ones. Hang on a second, because I had it. I just have to remember where it went. Hold on. Please hold.
Hodling.
Because I literally did a thing,
I know you told me that's.
and
why
it
I
was
like,
really
Fuck it,
cool.
we ball.
Yeah, it was really cool. I can't remember where it went.
Yeah, because when I click dancing lights, I have a check mark for concentration and a check mark for creation place summons, which by default is off, but I turned on. Should I have left it off?
Yeah, you want to leave it on so that you can
On.
yeah, so that
Yeah,
you can
it was
summon
off
them.
by default, and I turned it on.
Yeah, turn
Fuck
it
it, we
on
try
and
again.
go ahead and do it again.
It didn't work.
That's you don't see the button? That's weird. All right.
No. Oh, there should be a button on that?
In the
box?
text
No, I
chat,
don't
yeah,
see
you have it. There's a summon button right there.
Oh,
There may
that's
be. Oh,
interesting.
you know what? It may be. If I may have to go in and fix a setting so that you can create tokens. That's probably why. You
What
said it's
happens when you
you said
press
it's
the
a
button?
cantrip.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, where is the thing I'm looking for?
I mean, in the meantime, you can hit the button, and it should...
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do that right now because I'm trying to do a thing so that because your dancing lights are a specific color and I had a thing for it. I can't find them. Ah, here it is. I found it. Okay, what color were your dancing lights again?
Cyan blue, like her hair.
Okay, and you get what, 3 of them, right?
4. Up to 4. And they need to be within 20 feet of each other.
Okay, they're all a couple feet apart. I'm gonna change ownership on these. I'm gonna try to change ownership on these. Actually, either that or you're just gonna have to tell me where they go because I don't know why. I should be able to just tie them to you, but
It's fine.
yeah, just ping on the map where you want them, and I'll move them.
Let's put them around this one.
Put them around that one.
Yeah. So leave that one there, and then move the top one down a bit so that it lights up the area around.
That look?
there-ish.
Yep. Does that look good? You can just ping exactly.
Oh,
where you
I
want 'em.
can't see whichever one you draw to the most to the right, so I can't have it there because I need to have line of sight. So we'll put that one over there.
There you go.
Perfect.
Okay,
Perfect.
just let me know where you want to move them. So yeah. So
Actually,
now Basil.
we are still in darkness, right? We should probably move the top one closer, so we're in light. There you go.
Basil can see again.
There you go. So yeah, Basil, you can
Hello.
now see, and you guys can all make out that there is a definite corner at the in the tunnel there. By the way, Dex, sorry for note, I'm holding your investigation check for a little bit longer into the tunnel because of when you rolled it, how high you rolled, and the way that this is all laid out. We're going to continue off of that high roll for a little bit longer.
Okay.
Basil is just gonna kind of share the little bit of info that he got about the other room. That it's some sort of storage room. Everything looks newer-ish. So, yeah.
You guys also would have seen
I'm
that stairwell.
very
too.
sorry. I'm very sorry, but I cannot put things into words, and it's probably best because he's got a +0 in charisma. I have an excuse.
+0 is just average, really.
yeah, because it's
Yeah.
same as average.
And there's
So
also the
he's just-
staircase. So most
just
of
feel
the
to communicate
details
like a
about that
normal
room.
human.
Yeah, so the other room, some sort of storage area. There's a staircase that led upwards. Nobody was coming down. The others are still back over there. that's just audibly loud enough for this whole group to hear.
Yeah. You guys want to go further into the chamber or into the tunnel?
Yeah, Talena's at least looking around the corner to see what's there.
Okay. Do you
And
move your
if
dancing
Basil
lights
is
at all?
moving up, yeah, if Basil's moving up, she's just trying to light whatever she can see in the darkness. Just in a string so that no light is further than 20 feet from one other light.
It should
Can
be
I have
close-ish.
that one go down that way?
Yeah, so
Oh,
as the
unless
light
that's a dead
floats
end.
down and floats down, you just see that, like I said earlier, it looks as if there was an attempt to carve out this tunnel further, and they just sort of abandoned it.
Gotcha. Yeah, we'll leapfrog that one to the front, and then just keep on leapfrogging them.
Okay. Daxor, are you keeping up with this particular group, or are you hanging back? I'm gonna assume that that Daxor is hanging back for the time being. Actually, let's do this real quick. Let's go ahead and take a little break for a second. We'll pause here, let everybody do a quick bio break, snack break, whatever you guys got to do, because we've been going for 2.5 hours, so this is a good spot to take a little break. And
Duolingo.
everybody get your blood pumping a little bit, take a quick walk, whatever you got to do, and we will come on back.
Appreciate it. Just so I don't have to release control, can you put my dancing lights on those 4 notes?
Yeah. Oh, yes, I can.
And we'll resume from there, but then I can release control and everything. Oh wait, you can release control without having to do the thing.
Shit.
Oh well. No, I
Damn it.
I didn't see that. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Today I learned. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. Yeah, quick break. We'll be back. Oh, why is my stream frozen? That's weird. Like, my stream's not frozen.
Oh no,
The
it's
video's
not
frozen.
frozen. It's just really, really slow.
No, the video itself is frozen. The stream isn't frozen. That's weird. Hold on. What if I go to ending? Nope, that one's frozen. Huh. Never seen that before. Oh, now it's... Okay, now it's moving really slow. Weird. I've been having some funky issues with this particular stream pack lately. Like the theming of it. I don't know why.
Oh, apparently Shadow went AFK just before you asked about Dax.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, I missed that.
That's alright. So did I. I just noticed now. I should get up and blood flow to legs and stuff.
Huh. Why is it all black now? That's really weird. Part of the problem with this is it's loading an element instead of it being downloaded to my computer, and I hate that.
Oh, they're not local videos?
No, they're not. It's the way
So it
Stream
could be,
Elements does these. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got starting to work. Ending is frozen.
Is there a way for you to download those videos?
I'm going to try to look into it, yeah.
Short
Is
of like just streaming the video locally and just recording your... Oh no, wait, because it's OBS. You can't record OBS.
Let's see here. Okay, so it
Check
does
your
still
rest.
work. Let me do this, do that, do this, do that. Huh.
Did chat hear us, by the way?
Yes, chat can hear us, yeah.
Ah.
That way they
Hey,
know
chat,
stream's
if
not.
you have laundry in the machine, you should
did.
probably, fix that.
So it's weird. If I open the link in a browser, it physically plays. So it does work. It's just OBS is being silly and isn't loading it. So I don't know what's going on.
But if you have the direct link, you could just right-click Save Video As, no? And then play it
That's
locally
actually
instead.
a really good entropy. That's funny. Yeah, actually, I might
Hey,
be able
Chad,
to do
how
that.
about you hydrate for once?
There you go. Yeah. How about chat hydrates? There we go.
Yeah.
I wonder, actually, I didn't even think about that. Let me see if I can do that. I can save video as. Wow. It's a WebM file. That's cool. You're smart.
go,
I didn't even
problem
think
solved.
about that. Question is, does it
have you-
play? Like if I open it.
Yes.
Oh, I don't have a way to open WebM files. That's my fault. Okay, that's different. But it does
OBS
download.
does.
So in that case, hold on.
You should just be able to load it into OBS, and OBS should have a.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Is I'm
WebM
actually
files.
gonna I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna grab this video. I'm gonna go back to my browser. I'm gonna go here.
I'll be honest. I thought that's how you had it the whole
No,
time.
I thought it was done that way, but it's literally done through Stream Elements. It's just a link and it just plays. But what's weird is now it's not playing.
We're learning.
Yeah, we are learning. I feel like even the transition scenes wouldn't work if nothing was. The transition's a separate file. Like the transition wouldn't if the stream was dead, nothing would be working. But the stream is fine, that's why you can hear me and my transition's working. But in fact, I'm gonna go here so that people don't see my black screen and think my stream's dead. Hi. I will keep fiddling while everyone's taking a break. Let me
It is so dead. D-E-D dead.
Dead. All right, let's see. There's only 9. It's a very small file, weirdly enough. So let me try this.
Well, yeah, it's like a what, 5-second clip?
Something like that. Yeah. OBS. All right.
Apologies for any potential loud noises that are about to be heard.
Cool. Got that one. So let me see if I can grab the. Nope. Wrong overlay. I want ending. See if I can grab this one. Oh, I closed it. Doggone it. I gotta stop closing windows.
Oh, I have that habit too.
I close a window and I'm like, no, that should have stayed open. Huh. Okay. It'll play on one computer, it won't play on the other. That's weird. Okay, save another one. All right. Cancel that, and we'll get the starting video. Make sure that one seems to be working, but I will make sure I have all of them downloaded so that I don't run into this problem in the future. I don't know why I didn't think about this. It just never occurred to me that they weren't some sort of local load. I don't know why it didn't occur to me, but it didn't. Doop.
I apologize for the emotional warfare that I'm committing.
You're just yelling at entropy?
No, I meant the GIF in the table.
Oh, I'll have to go look at that. All right, let me see if I can add a media source. TTRPG starting video. Browse.
Getting a minute and a half of ads during the break. Yeah. Oh, assuming
that's a great time for it to happen.
Neon. Yeah, I'm assuming Neon triggered those on purpose. But
yeah,
apparently he
totally.
didn't.
I absolutely did that on purpose. Yeah, absolutely. That was totally my intention.
Nailed it. Everybody loves you. Like, roll a charisma save.
Ha ha ha! Funny. All right, we're gonna turn that off.
Would fail that too.
Right. All right. It looks like it's gonna let me do this too, which is awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and add media source, TTRPG ending screen or ending video. Browse, select, loop, close with inactive. Sweet. This is Tyro, you're a genius. Have I ever told you that?
Not often enough.
Wow.
Humble too, huh?
Yeah, clearly.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So just FYI, I have a cutoff of 11:30 at the latest.
11:30 your time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so we're coming up on that soon. Okay.
45 minutes then?
Yeah, we'll go for a little bit longer. Cool, I fixed the problem. Yay, problem fixed.
Yeah, my
What is everybody else's cutoff, actually, out of curiosity? Oops, that's not what I want. Okay. Okay. Midnight? Okay, so which would be 11 my time, which is not for another hour and a half. So my question is, if cutoff for Shadow is in 45 minutes and cutoff for Dragon is an hour and a half, or hour and another half an hour past that, so an hour plus. Shadow, do you? This is a genuine question. You can absolutely answer however you feel appropriate. Would you want to end when your cutoff is, or do you want to say I'm going to back out? Oh, it is muted. That's weird. 1 second. No, I want audio output. I'm on this scene. Yes.
Rude.
Yeah, I'm fixing it because I'm dumb.
I was just saying words to have chat know if it worked or not.
I also can't hear music, so I'm gonna go back to the other one because I don't know what's going on there. I was gonna say, Shadow, do you like, hey, can we end when I'm done, or you guys can keep playing? Like, what would you be comfortable with?
I'm fine if y'all go on a little bit longer after. We'll just need to figure out either Neon, you can play as Dax, or just find something for.
Yeah, I can play as Dax. That's fine. I mean, I don't imagine we'll be going a super lot longer anyways. I just wanted to double check, just for the sake of everybody. But
yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay, cool. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and get back to it. So we'll keep rolling since we're on a timetable. Apologies that I forgot about timetables, because me be me. Okay, so jumping down here real quick, the last thing that we saw before our break was Basil has rounded the corner. Talina had moved her dancing lights, and you now have these floating lights just strung down through the hallway, just dancing in the air, emitting a soft bluish glow, is what I'm trying to say, throughout the entire corridor. Othwin is carrying up behind. Dax, sorry, I didn't realize that you'd gone AFK. I missed that. So when you were AFK, the rest of the group had started to make their way through the corridor and have actually kind of gone around the corner a bit. And they did check out the little alcove that realized that there was nothing there. And then they came around the corner. And as you guys, from where you guys are standing, I will tell you from your distance, you can see this corridor goes straight down, and then it goes about, almost 100 feet. And then it looks to open up a bit into another chamber, and you swear that you can at least Dax and Talina and maybe Othwin. Well, actually, Othwin's vision is, I think, only 60 feet. So Othwin, no, but definitely.
Mine's only 60 as well.
Yeah, so Dax, you wouldn't. Talina, you would actually, from your position, you'd be able to see, or you think you see water.
Water. Oh, that's the weird effect thing.
Uh-huh.
Neat. Also, dear DM, does this look like a spiral staircase?
Okay.
Thing that
You can't see that. That's the original map. That is underwater. You can't see that.
Okay.
Thank you, Hunter, by the way. My apologies. So, while you guys are looking at that, Grigor, you've backed out. I'm sorry, is that Basil or is that Grigor? Who is this? This is Grigor. Grigor, you have walked back out into the hallway you were looking at earlier. Somehow, magically, there's lanterns now. I apologize that you didn't see them before. Spitwick is, in fact, with you. He didn't want to go down the tunnel. And as you look down the corridor over here, what you can see is that there are some torches on the walls, and you see that there is some soft light illuminating for further down this tunnel. Sorry, Hunter. You can see there's soft light illuminating from further back down the tunnel. And this tunnel looks like it looks like that there is some carved walls, like here. Like this looks like it's carved stone. It's all good, Hunter. And then it looks like there was a cave in, and then someone carved through into a chamber beyond, is basically what you see. And you can definitely make out some sort of light further on in that chamber. Alexander, I'm just kind of jumping around here to everybody who's been moving and whatnot. Alexander, you finished kind of checking out all of the loot, more or less, that's in this room, all of the stuff. And you come over and check out this staircase, and it's just a staircase. It just goes up and to the right. And you can see, and from where your angle, you can see a soft glow of possibly some sort of lantern or torch light that is coming down the staircase from above, but it looks like it's at a distance because you're only catching a little bit of the edge of it, basically. Okay. With that said, our group is split at this point. Alexander, you're off by yourself up top there. Grigor, you're with Spitwick looking into that tunnel. Basil, Talina, Daxori, and Othwin, you guys are down in that southernmost tunnel. Who's doing what? What would you guys like to do?
I would inform the group that there's some sort of watery glimmer at the end of this hallway.
And when he says that, all of the rest of you would recognize the sound that you're hearing does sound like that sound that water makes when it kind of sloshes around a little bit, very softly.
So not quite beach breaching.
Yeah, no. It's a very soft, like lapping.
I mean, unless this area is literally blackout, Basil can kind of see over here.
No, it's blackout.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
the
there
light
is
ends
no.
here.
There is actually, I say that it is not fully blackout. Basil, you would recognize that there is a soft amount of light that you can see in that room, possibly because there may be some ambient light somewhere, someplace. But okay.
Yay!
So Basil, as you're just duding down
Again.
this corridor, and you're making your way downtown, walking fast, walking proud, you hear a click beneath your feet, and you feel the floor shift slightly. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. It says ability check. I don't know why it's doing that. That's my fault.
All right. Well,
Just hit the
you wanna
ability check,
just
it's fine.
cancel that thing. Okay.
Yeah, do it because it's all programmed together. That's my fault. It's supposed to be a saving throw. I apologize. Let me see.
Okay. So for saving throw, it's gonna be the same as my
It is
ability
okay.
check
Perfect.
anyway.
Works
so.
out then.
Oh, excellent.
That works out. Okay, you
No, no, no,
succeeded.
no, no.
Solid.
Hold on. This is a bug with this particular trap. You're not gone. It does that if you were to fall. It makes you disappear. It's really cool. It's a whole thing. So you feel a shift, and as you hear that, you go, "Oh shoot!" And you really quick hop back on your left foot, and the ground opens up immediately, and in front of you is a chasm. Just goes from wall to wall, and is straight down, and you can't see the bottom.
Peeks over the edge.
It's
Well,
blackness.
shoot.
Can I have my lights be here,
Mhm.
please?
trying to grab the light and not Basil. There we go.
Thank you.
Basil is the light.
Basil is the light. Yeah.
Oh, right-click to cancel. Good to know.
So so the lights all flutter over, and you can now see very clearly that there is obviously a large pool of water in that room. Sorry, chat can't see what you guys are seeing. The lights all flutter out and illuminate everything. But now there is a large pit that is from wall to wall, 5 feet across, 10 feet wide, give or take, that is right in front of you, blocking your way.
I have a real bad habit of this, don't I? As Basil looks over his shoulder at Talena and Othwin.
Last I checked, you weren't the one with the foot injury.
I'm the one that awoke the statue.
Okay, good point. She pulls out a rope, and is any of this any of these black spots solid enough to like tie a rope to? And
No, those black
yank
spots
the
are
rope?
rubble on the ground, like stones and whatnot.
Gotcha.
Yeah, unfortunately there is nothing. It's carved wall. There's no outcroppings of any kind to tie a rope onto.
I had an idea, but that wouldn't work. I was like, oh, but Athwin can probably hover over to flutter over, but she wouldn't be able to hold the rope on strong enough to hold us.
You can
Game
certainly
master.
try.
I would like to drop my torch down the hole, please.
Okay, I like that.
to see how deep we go.
Okay, so you drop your
As he
torch.
lets go, Talena starts out loud counting.
Well, we might need one of those lights back over Basil
hang on.
because he was one of the light sources.
Hang on. I'll do
Yeah,
that.
I did have.
Yeah.
I did have them every 20 feet.
Yeah,
so
you did. I had to move one because of the weight. You had too many, and I had it in weird spot. It's fine. We're good.
It should be like there.
Okay.
But the thing is, he can't see, so I had to move it closer.
Oh wait, yeah, wait.
Yeah.
No, that's.
So
yeah,
the light
not
flutters
bad.
up next to you, and Basil, you drop the torch down the hole, and it goes out for a second, and then you see it, and at the very, very bottom, you can see a soft glow, and you're not sure how far down it is, but you can definitely see there is a bottom to it.
Do I see anything shimmering and shining down there?
Make a perception check.
Possibly like, I'm looking for anything that might be like a metallic glint.
You mean
Also,
you mean
Teleno was
Homeboy's looking
actively
for
count-
treasure? Never.
No, not treasure. Spikes.
Oh. Nice. I mean, there's you see a dark chasm, a dark pit, and at the very, very bottom, you see a soft orange glow, but you can't tell how far down it is. It's far enough that it would hurt to fall.
So when he let go, Telena started actively and out loud counting. At what point in the count would Basil have seen the torch hit
Roll
the ground?
me I'd say an
Or a
intelligence
bark to
check.
keep time? Bet.
Yeah, I think intelligence check would be suitable for this.
Roll me arithmetic.
Will
That would be-
Basil be able to provide
That would be for
a
Basil because
assist?
Well, she can't
because-
see the torch because she's too far back. So I would
Okay.
probably be assisting you in the.
I will
intelligence check.
say Basil probably just noted, as soon as it hit the ground. Like that's going to be the cutoff noise.
Okay. So in that
Okay.
case,
So
if that's the case, if you're assisting Basil, roll me an intelligence check with it. Actually, let's do with advantage because you're getting assistance.
just flat int or
Yeah, flat int as a check. That's not a saving throw. You're not saving yourself. With advantage.
with
sir.
advantage.
Yep. Hold on a second.
There's not really a know how much gravity works skill. I guess one could argue nature, but
10.
Sorry, I had to open my window. It was getting stuffy in here.
All
All
good.
right. Okay. So you're not 100% certain based on the difference between saying like 1 Mississippi versus 1 second. Like not really sure. But based on the drop time, you estimate that it's probably a good 50-foot drop, give or take.
I mean, if you want to head down there, I have 50 foot of rope. It might not make it all the way down, but we can at least pull you back up. As she looks back at Dexori to see if she's paying attention to this plan.
I'm not planning on going down. Looks across to the pond area. And I'm not sure I want to try to go across.
Have we seen any boards or planks that we could use as like a makeshift bridge?
Roll me a perception check.
And could this perception be possibly in some sort of check for what we may have come across in prior rooms?
Yeah,
I'm
implying
the last like hour that we've been traveling.
Basil don't remember crap.
Yeah, Basil, you're just fascinated with this deep dark hole in the middle of this hallway.
I
Talene,
stare into the void.
Does any Dax or Othwin, do you guys want to roll at all for this? You guys want to try to remember and assist, or you kind of just observing? You don't have to, obviously. Okay. Not sure if Othwin's planning on to, but if not, Dax, you think you remember seeing some wood in one of the chambers back, way further back, like the where the crates were. You basically remember the crates exploding, and you remember, well, there was some wood there, but you're not really sure if any of it was long enough. Basil, you don't really remember seeing any wood. Telena, you remember the only wood that you've seen was the crates that you shattered. You don't really remember seeing any planks or wood or beams or anything that was sizable enough to to put this, like, to make a bridge, basically. Basil, I will say, though, that you do know there was wood in the other room across the hall, but there's no planks. It's all crates. They're all full-on objects, and most of them are big and heavy and bulky.
Oh yeah, there was also the crate that I got the daggers from, I guess.
Yeah, oh, that's true. You also see those crates, and those ones aren't shattered, but they're obviously still crates. You 100% remember that, Selena. I apologize. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, it's fine. We could make a makeshift rope bridge with a crate, but somebody would have to jump to get footing on the other side. That's a question for the group.
So as you saying that, we're gonna jump back to Grigor, and then with the help of Spitwick. Grigor, what do you want to do with this hallway that you spotted, that you can see light off in the distance?
I'm actually gonna head back to the smuggling room.
Okay. Spitwick would follow you, so go ahead and move yourself back up there. And as Spitwick enters the room for the first time, and this is the first time he's seeing all of this, he looks around a little perplexed and a little surprised. And he surveys the room a bit, and he kind of has a raised eyebrow as he rifles through a few things, moves a few small objects around, and
I guess I will have opened a couple crates for him too.
yeah, and he's looking through the objects that you've opened, and he notes, and he sees the statue, and he goes, "Huh, they've been looking for that statue for weeks, and I haven't seen this stuff ever. Huh." He's looking around and kind of scratches his chin a bit. I always thought the Lowherds did all this. I mean, I assumed that they did. And he's talking loud enough that you two can hear him, but it's clear that he's talking to himself. And he's just going to be over in that corner, and he's just kind of surveying some of the items there. Anything else you two want to do?
Slowly going up.
Okay.
And I guess perceiving for anything sus.
Okay. So want to roll me
Gamer
a perception
terms.
check?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Anything sus.
I don't have a sus
yes.
roll, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
A
I'll have to
sorcerer
come up with
walks up
that.
some stairs. Okay, who's sus? What did you ask? Perception?
Yeah, perception. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a roll for sus, so the best I can offer is perception. Oof. A nat 1.
I have 5 of these, I think, this session.
Yeah. So as you're slowly cresting the stairs, I mean, it's a staircase. Like you don't notice anything. It's a staircase. Like I said, the only thing
somebody took your curse.
Yeah, the only thing I can say is you.
I'm fine with that.
Let's just be honest. It's a curse that needed to pass to somebody else at this point. You do see a soft
Why
glow
me?
of. I didn't say it needed to go to you. I just said it needed to go to somebody else. You do, like I said, notice that there is a soft glow of some sort of firelight coming from further up the staircase, but that's it.
Oh. He kind of hangs here for now and just waits to see if anyone's following him.
Yep, Spitwick hasn't noticed you leave yet, so Grigor, do you follow Alexander?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and follow him. Alexander, would you continue with Grigor at your back, or would you wait?
Continue.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So you guys, both of you guys, as soon as that happens and you guys crest the stairs, you guys find yourself at the top of a staircase where you guys can see another torch hanging on a wall, then immediately assuming that's the torchlight that you just saw down below.
It was a very, very interesting thing that just happened.
The teleport
I get
function
it.
to get stairs to work is abrupt. There's nothing I can do about it.
I think what confused me is the fact that we were going down and now we're going to the right.
Yeah, I know. I didn't draw the map, unfortunately.
Yeah, sorry.
So as you
How
lean
dare
around,
you not have drawn this map?
I know, right? So Alexander, as you come
Ooh.
around the corner, off in the distance, in the dark, surprise. Oh, hold on. Lights. Sorry. I'm doing it to save processing power. I'm sorry. As you look down around the corner, both of you guys actually, including Grigor. Grigor, you want to go ahead and lean again? You should be able to see it. You see two, and you can very clearly identify them, two Low Hood gang members standing what looks to be in some sort of a doorway, facing each other, talking. And they haven't spotted you. The distance is too great. There's darkness there. They don't have dark vision. And you guys, I mean, obviously you have Grigor's lantern that is completely exposing both of you. But as of right now, immediately they haven't noticed you.
Immediately Merrick will take a step back and just kind of put his hand on Rior and also trying to pull him further away.
Okay. Grigor, do you let him pull you back
Watch
a
your
bit, or do
lantern.
you resist? Okay. So I will say with that lantern, or with that torch on Grigor, it is a new source of light that is illuminating that corner. So if you're going to keep it up and stay there, you will definitely, I'll have to have you guys roll a stealth check unless you're going to try to
Actually,
back up.
Actually, give me a second. Now, this, I think, is something I can do.
Okay.
I'm gonna use prestidigitation to snuff out his torch.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Wait, what are you using?
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation. Or, yeah, however you say that word is long.
Yeah, let me triple check that, but I'm pretty sure you can do that.
Yeah.
You can instantly light or sniff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire.
Yeah, so yeah.
The range is 10 feet though.
He's right
so-
next to him.
Oh, fair enough. There you
Yeah.
go.
So,
I
Grigor,
can't
you're now
see.
standing in darkness. You can see Alexander because he's right in front of you. Even though you can't see it when you have your thing clicked, but he's standing right there. You guys are now standing in total darkness, and you're like, all you saw was Alexander look at you, wave his hand, and then your torch went out and you were in total darkness. All right, so while you guys are hiding here in the darkness in this corner, we're going to jump
Yes,
back
darkness
over.
in my realm.
Yeah, we're going to jump back over to the rest of you guys. So you guys are currently standing here. What do you guys want to do?
I think the consensus was find the rest of the group.
Okay.
Yeah, Selena would have the lights around her basically, so like making a cross on the map. But the furthest one, if it could make like a sweeping arc so that Basil could see everything that is
Okay.
going on there before it moves up, that would be lovely.
Yeah. You guys wanna-
If you are able to just move us all as a group, I think that's
I
the
can.
consensus is we're all just moving.
Yeah.
Dax, are you moving with them?
At the very least up to there.
Dax and Othman, are you guys... Oh, go ahead.
Well, so before they move,
Uh-huh.
she asks, "Are we planning on returning back down here?" Because she's intrigued by what's across this, on the other side of this trap.
That's
Yep,
kind
just
of the
need a-
plan, but we won't. I have no idea where the others went. They could still be
Yeah.
in that storage room.
And we need a plan of attack anyway. One that doesn't involve, 3 of us in the small one. And as she turns around and tries to figure out where Athwin went.
Othman's right next to you.
Oh, wait.
Sorry.
The light.
Wasn't she in your
Like-
bag?
Hard to
Was-
see.
No,
Yeah.
Othman woke up and crawled out, but the light was covering her up. My
Okay.
apologies. Okay. So what do you guys do?
We'll go back up then.
Okay. Do you guys want me to move you as a group?
Yeah, just move as a
That will
group.
work. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll move up to there.
Is
Ish.
Othman moving with as the group as well? I just want to double check because I haven't heard from her.
See.
Okay.
Adventure.
The owl just casually speaking Spanish.
All right. We're gonna.
No, the owl is speaking owl. We can't understand it. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Hoot, 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 hoot.
That seems legit.
I mean, if she ever speaks Sylvan, Basil will know what she's saying.
Yeah. So you guys move back out into the hallway, and you guys reemerge into the hallway and notice that your friends are nowhere to be seen.
given that we're back in lit areas, I'm gonna drop concentration
Okay.
on the lights. They only lasted a minute anyway, so
Right.
you missed one.
So the lights all disappear.
Basil just to Selena. I hope you plan to cast that again. I don't want to light another torch.
Well, I didn't throw my torch down the hill, or down the hole.
Down the hole.
I had you. I missed. Okay.
Is Basil
He's-
pouting?
Basil's trying to save face and just starts walking forward.
Invokes rage.
Yeah, just immediately starts raging.
When he crosses the door, she'll tap her fingers and cast it again around him, just to
Okay.
keep him lit up.
Othwin, before Othwin starts to follow, she's following, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna move you back here real quick.
Okay.
Roll me a perception check with advantage because you are a burb.
A burp. Perception. There you are. With advantage.
Ooh, a nat 20. Oh
Double
no!
nat
That's
20.
double nat 20.
Wait, double
what?
nat 20?
That's double
Yeah,
nat
yeah.
20.
That's
Okay.
the
Can
one
you
in
share
400 roll
some,
right
please?
there.
What we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna give her an actual legit whisper. So hang on. I'm gonna send an actual whisper here. I'm gonna DM you. 'Cause I can't whisper to you because it won't work.
Stream.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't stream snipe.
Okay, there's your whisper. I've never done that before, actually. That's really cool. I would have done it on a nat 20, but a double nat 20 was like, I'm going to give you more detail because that's a really stupid good roll.
Well, with that,
That's
I
fair,
would just
Hunter.
like
That's
to
fair.
reiterate, that's a 1 in 400 chance.
Yeah, that's that's a crazy roll.
fuck off, Pang. I didn't want that. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted you here.
So as Othwin walks into the archway of this carved out tunnel, and with her dark vision, which doesn't give her a whole lot of distance, but with her keen bird eyes, she can clearly tell that there is not only torches further lit in this corridor, but there is that a door? Is that an archway? Is that what? There's something deep further back in this corridor, off in the distance, that is just out of line of sight, but is there, and you know it's there. Othwin believes in her very soul there's something there.
She
Wait,
looks
did the
me
burp split
down.
from the party?
She's like,
The burb is split from the party, yeah. And
course.
at this point, you guys probably wouldn't have noticed it quite yet.
Well, Talina would
Gonna
have
do
noticed
this.
it more before than us, right? Because Talina's always with the burb.
Correct, but Othwin was following up behind you guys when you were walking into that room, and this happened. We had to backtrack a couple of seconds because when you guys were walking into that room is when this happened for her, and so in a couple of seconds you guys will be in that room, and then I'll have Talina, try to recognize if she's missed her yet.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I got you. I
Yep.
got you.
Timing
Hope
be
she
weird,
wouldn't-
timey wibey wibbly wobbly stuff in D&D.
She's focusing on moving lights around Basil, so she wouldn't notice behind her.
Yeah. So what's Othwin doing?
she's following her instincts.
Okay, go ahead. Oops, sorry. There we go. Sorry, the lighting is weird in here. I apologize. Wait, hold on. You're supposed to hold on. Wait. Stop. I gotta give you dark vision. I forgot. No. Don't back up. Don't back up. I just gotta fix your light because I figured out how to fix it. So you had 60 feet of. There you go. Okay, you're good. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh my goodness, like I see.
Yep, I forgot. I figured out how to fix it with Alexander, and you were in a bag, so I couldn't I couldn't fix you. So yeah, as you enter this chamber feels monstrous to Othwin. It's not. It feels like it because Othwin is small, but it is a large chamber. I mean, it's about, I mean, obviously, like you can tell right here immediately, it's about 50 feet across. It's about 70 feet wide, and it's not a very tall ceiling. It's probably maybe 15 feet tall, and it looks like this was one of the rooms where it fell in the old collapse, but this room was heavily damaged, and so here, and here are very clear signs that it caved in and that has been since carved out to try to reclaim part of this room. But it's very clear to Othwin that there is a corridor here, and you can almost make out, it looks like there might be a door there, but you're not sure. It also appears there might be a door in this corner hidden in the shadows. And if you want, you can either roll me another perception check. Actually, you know what? No, in this instance, based on the previous perception check, we're going to let that ride. I want you to roll me a religion check. I know does not make sense at all, but she's a cleric and it makes sense in my brain. Man, these freaking good rolls. Dirty 20. So,
Story.
yeah, right? Yeah, as Melon was saying earlier, the dice want a story tonight. I'm here for it. As Othwin is standing amongst this large room and she's kind of surveying it with her big burb eyes, and she feels very small inside this space, and you have that feeling that whenever you're in one of those like cave-like spaces where you can almost hear the silence, almost hear the darkness, despite these two torches, that voice starts to kind of tingle around in the back of her head once more, and just kind of, this way. And you feel as if that voice fades out of your mind and leads you in this direction. Like you almost feel as if it's pulling you that way.
She'll take a minute, glance behind her. Hey, my group's that way. And I look back the way their instincts are telling her. It's like, she's torn.
And as she looks back, that tug is stronger. It almost feels like you're actually physically being pulled behind you. And I'd say the symbol that's around her neck would start to glow at this point. And it wouldn't get hot to the touch, like painful, but it would almost have a warming sense, like a calming sense. Like Othwin feels that warmth and would know that's a good warmth.
She's gonna listen to her patron. Continue. Listen, Burb. I say move, not glow.
And so yeah, you pass the door on your what would be your right, and you see another door in front of you. Again, one of these large doors that you've seen so many times here in these under areas. And the door in front of you, big, wooden, looming, and you can easily see underneath it there is a soft glow of firelight coming from underneath it. Now, we're going to stop here for a second. We're going to go back up here. It's around, oops, I keep doing that. I forgot. If I'm zoomed out, it does that for everybody. It's at this point, as you guys are re-entering the chamber, and now Daxori and Talina, as you guys are entering this room for the first time, you do see Spitwick in the corner, still rifling through a few crates, and at this point, all you can really see is Spitwick's legs sticking up in the air as he's rifling through a crate. And you just see, like, a couple pieces of wood fly out. You see a small frame fly out. He's rifling through stuff.
Which crate is he in?
You would have seen it when he walked in, but he's right there. So as you walked past it, your vision's obscured from the crate, but you would see him in that corner.
She's going to push him into the crate.
Oh, of course. All right, roll me a strength, and we'll contest that against his strength, see if he can hold himself up, which is probably not going to happen because he has a horrible strength.
I would have assumed stealth to sneak up on him and just
no, because he's distracted. He's following up his hunch. Oh yeah, no problem at all. You walk up, and all you get to do is tip his legs, and he falls inside.
She giggles.
And you just basically see a hand come up over the crate, and his middle finger comes up. That's all you see is this little gnomish hand come up and just flip you off, and then it goes back down.
She is gonna ask him if he does need help out, though.
And Again, all you see is 2 hands come up and do the uppies motion, like just 2 hands straight up.
She helps him up and out.
Okay, and he as you reach in to lift him up and you lift him up and his eyes meet yours, he just has this completely just like the eyes at half mast with that like that squint, like he's just squinting at you, and he's of course his shoulders are up because you're holding him underneath his shoulder pits, and he doesn't break eye contact with you and doesn't move or blink or anything as you just lift him over and set him back down. It's at this time, however, Talina, as you watch this happen with Daxori knocking Spitwick into the crate and then helping him back out, and of course, Basil, you would hear this as well. Talina, you would realize as you enter the room, wait a minute, I'm missing someone.
Actually, as Basil entered the room, I would have cast Dancing Lights.
Oh,
Did
you want them
put
there?
it- So yeah, to put them
Gotcha.
basically around Basil.
Okay.
But not like in front of his eyes. So they would circle, but instead of going in front of him, they would go above him.
Okay.
Just so that it doesn't blind him.
That would be nice. Okay, so Basil, I will try to move. If you let me know, and I'll move them with you.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I notice no burb.
Yeah, as you cast those, you turn around and realize you're missing a burb. And you don't see her in the chamber behind you either.
Athwin?
You'd get no response. You also notice, all of you would notice this, there is no sign of Alexander, and there's no sign of Grigor.
Do I see another exit from?
Yeah, when you guys walked in, especially with your dark vision, you can see that there's a staircase in the corner.
Okay, well,
They were here.
that answers that mystery, probably. I'm gonna stand there. I'm assuming that's less than 100. Yeah, that's not 120 feet.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna stay here until I see burb,
Okay.
and I will continuously, at varying volumes, call out her name.
Okay. What I will say is, give me a second. I gotta figure out how far away you guys are.
Oh!
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that even with her great burb perception as a burb that she is, I'd say that at 200 plus feet, you even with screaming, it'd be a really hard way for her to make out. And I mean, you'd have to physically be screaming, and then I could have her roll for a perception. But other than that, if you're just saying it at varying volumes of like just normal talking or even a mild
Yeah,
yell.
no. I'm not quite mom yelling across the
Yeah.
street for kid looking for a projecting
Okay.
voice.
Yeah, so you have no
levels,
response at
but,
this
like-
point. I will say for Alexander and for Grigor, you guys from where you're standing, especially having snuffed out that torch, you see the soft, faintest blue glow coming from the staircase beneath you. And you would recognize that blue glow as dancing lights that Talina has cast in the past. You would know the glow, like it would look familiar to you. All right, what is everybody doing? Othman, I'm gonna have you stay put for a second.
Okay.
Dax is deciding whether or not to stay or go up the stairs.
Okay. Basil, what are you doing?
Basil's actually gonna move back to Talina and kind of be like, "Where is Burb?
Okay.
Why are you shouting? Where is Burb?"
So you in the lights.
I don't know. That's why I'm shouting. I still don't know.
Sound logic. Okay. Alexander and Grigor, you guys staying put? You guys go back down the stairs? What are you guys doing?
What were those guys called again? Because I forgot the bad
Apologies.
guys.
They were the Low Hood
What?
gang. You fought them at
Low
the harbor, the boathouse. You guys have encountered them before. You also were and Daxori got even better look at him because you two were running from
Yeah.
them in the streets of Darun.
So did Grigor end up stepping far enough to see them, or and did he see them? I guess.
Grigor would have seen them because they were illuminated by torchlight. when he leaned around the corner, and then like as he was leaning and you stepped out and saw them, that's when you grabbed him and you both fell back, and then you snuffed out the torch. So now you guys are hiding in darkness, and the only light that's in this particular room is from the, and I'll move everybody back over here real quick, is from the torch here, and then the torch that's over here, which you guys would be able to see if you were leaning far enough, and what you did earlier ago. So you guys staying put? You went back down the stairs?
I'm assuming they can hear Talina at the very least.
Yes, you would have heard Talina yelling from beneath you. Like, not loudly, but you would have faintly heard Talina's voice coming from the staircase.
Merrick would basically quietly say, "Low hoods."
Are you like to Grigor?
Go back down and warn the others.
Okay.
Yeah, to him. It's basically whispering.
All right, Grigor, what do you do?
I can't see down the stairs anymore.
I can't see anything.
Just
Well, that's
feel
your
for them.
perspective, too.
They're still there.
Can you not see their vision?
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to.
I might need to fix. You guys are supposed to be able to see the vision of other people sometimes. I think I gotta go fix that setting, but. All right, so Grigor, if you're gonna go down the stairs blindly, you can either go it very slow, one step at a time, trying to feel each one, and you're good, but it'll take you a while, or you can roll a dexterity check to see if that you can navigate the stairs carefully on your way down. It's up to you.
Oh, he moving.
Why is
I did
Chris-
not mean. I
Stop
don't know
putting
why I keep
prestidigitation.
spamming. I'm trying to read it. I'm not trying to cast it, but
yeah.
it keeps sending it into chat.
Right, and the right of it, you can either I think you can right click it. Yeah, right click
You
and
can
then
also
hit
just
edit.
hover over it. It's annoying. I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. You're okay.
Hover.
All right, with the
If
22,
you hover over it, you can middle click to scroll.
Yes, with a 22, you are able to navigate the stairs without tripping and falling your way back down, and you're able to get back down into the chamber. There we go. So yeah, you guys watch as Grigor.
Okay, never mind.
re-enters
He
the
made it down.
Yeah, he made it down. You guys watch as Grigor re-enters the chamber from the staircase. You guys hear the footsteps as he re-enters.
Grigor would look around the room.
Yeah, Grigor should be able to see in the corner. You'd see Spitwick just being lifted. Well, not actually, at this point, he's standing, dusting himself off, and Daxori is trying to hold Giggles back. And then over in the doorway, you can see a very bright bluish glow that's hovering around Basil. And then beyond him, you can make out what looks to be Talina standing out in the main chamber. Is Grigor going to do anything else?
I'll head over to a Spitwick.
Okay. Spitwick dusts himself off and looks up at you and has a look of inquisitive look on him of like, what you got?
Grigor would point back to the stairs and just say, low hoods.
Spitwick, both eyebrows go up and says, "Oh, really? Maybe we're on the right track." And he looks around back of you. Where's the other one? The spooky guy.
LOL.
He's still up the stairs.
Oh, okay. Well, wait, where's the short one? And he's looking around the room as well. And now with that, and Alexander, are you staying up at the top of those stairs?
Yeah, I am staying. I peeked around the corner a couple times to see exactly what's going on down there, and yeah.
And they haven't moved. They're still sitting there. And if you want, because you're in darkness and you have dark vision, if you want to peek and watch them and try to perceive anything, let me know and I'll have you roll a perception check.
No, I didn't think about that, but I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, you can if you want. You don't have. I know lip reading is an actual thing in D&D.
I do not.
Okay, that's fine. In that case, just roll me a straight perception check. I'll say they are illuminated, you are not, and you have dark vision, so I'm just going to have it to be a straight roll. So, okay.
Oh my god, finally.
Okay, so you can't
Something
really read
that's
their
not
lips.
shite.
You're not familiar with that. But what you can make out if you listen closely, because their voices are echoing a bit, is you make out a few sporadic words here and there that seem to make it over to you. And basically, the gist of what you're gathering is that these two are discussing their distaste with being stationed to this part of this area. They don't like being down here. You pick up that they're not appreciative of the new directions. You don't know what that means. You catch one of them make some sort of snide remark towards his what's the word I'm looking for? His leader is sergeant. Oh my gosh, words. his sergeant. And you make out what sounds to be a name starting with an A, but you can't quite make it out from this distance. It could be. It sounds like Alexander. It could be. It could be Alex. It could be. Something with an AM, an AL, and a you can't quite make it out. And then it's about that point that their voices get softer and they kind of turn a little bit and they look like they're kind of settling in for whatever they're doing.
Got it.
Okay. So
At that, we are at 11:30.
Yes. So I was gonna say, as we have that, Shadow, this is your current cutoff. We can either, I'll put it to the group. We can either put a pause here with our group kind of split and different things going on. We do have Shadow's previous statement. We are good to keep playing for a little bit longer if you guys would like. But because we're going to lose Dragon in about 30 or so minutes, we can either just stop right here and pick up the next session, or we can play for another 30 minutes. It's up to you guys. I'll put it to you guys. I'm good with it.
I am getting EP, so
Okay.
I'm gonna, yeah.
Perfect. In that case, we will stop here. So we will stop with Othwin, and I'll just kind of do this for posterity. Othwin sitting down here in this chamber, looking at this large door with this tug in her mind of checking out this door. We have, I don't know if everybody can see it, but Alexander in this upper corridor spying on two low hood gang members that are whispering and talking to each other further on in the chamber. And the rest of our party is in some sort of stash room, full of various loot and statues and paintings and whatnot scattered throughout the room, and curious as to where their burb friend has gone. And it is here that we will pick it up next time. Yeah, thanks guys for playing. I had a lot of fun. That was a good one.
No, thank you.
Of
Thank
course.
you, like always.
Thank
It's
you,
gonna be-
the audience, who's been lovely and
Yes.
are great people.
Yes.
Fun
thank you.
times.
Yes, much fun times. Thank you guys as always. You guys are great players. I love doing this. I've been having so much fun getting into the DMing.
Oh, it's been so much fun.
Yay!
It's gonna be fun going back through the table and looking through the GIF
yes.
storytelling that we've
GIF
done.
follow-ups. I love the GIF. So for those of you who don't know, Tyrope will after every session, whether that night or the next morning, will go through and build a collection of random GIFs to describe the events, usually in time sequence order of what happened during the session, and they are hilarious every single week. It's great.
Yes, I do a chapter recap in GIF form.
In
every
GIF
time.
form, yep.
And yes, they should be in.
They're usually in
chronological
sequential order, like A through
Yeah.
Z. Yeah, it's great. As far as next session, we're gonna have to communicate as a team. We will not be playing next week because next week is Thanksgiving here in the States, and I will be busy on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
I will be too.
Yep. As well, I believe most of the stateside folks will be. So we will probably be playing in 2 weeks. We will coordinate that and put out get that scheduled. I do need to get session 10 up on YouTube. I apologize for that. I missed the boat. I will take care of that probably tomorrow or this weekend. And then session 11, this one will also be up on YouTube probably the same day. So if anyone wants to watch those back, or anyone who's watching them now, sorry that they were late. Appreciate you guys being patient. yeah, and then final thing is I'm really bad at this, but I want to give another shout out to the WorldSmith IO team, WorldSmith app. They have that app has been a game changer for me being able to do DMing, especially as a new DM who's very unfamiliar with a lot of things beyond the rules. There is actually a link in, I think is it? Shoot, I gotta like actually drop it in. There will be a link in the description of the video, as well as in my Discord, I believe. I have to double check that. But basically, I have an affiliate link with them. So if you guys want to check it out, you guys want to try it, they do have a 7-day free 7-day trial you can go do. It's awesome. It has a lot of really cool, strong AI generation features. If you're open to that for D&D usage, it's all targeted to D&D. So you don't have to worry about it spitting something out that's not thematically appropriate. There is everything on there from monster generators to NPC generators, loot generators. They are working on their maps. The map generator is not fully fleshed out yet, so careful with that one. But you can also build out a full campaign there and have everything that you've built tied into your campaign, so you can have it housed in one spot. So you don't have to have it all scattered to the four winds. You can actually go and grab it in one location, which is super, super handy. Yeah, it doesn't actually have a thing. That's really weird. But basically, if anyone is interested in checking it out, I'm just going to put the link in chat to make my life easier. That is the link. If you guys would like to try it out, please go check them out. And yeah, you get a free 7-day trial to check it out. And then if you like it, it's really cheap. It's like I think lifetime is like $35 or something like that. No, year is $35. Lifetime's more expensive. It's I think $5 a month if you want to use it. Highly recommend them. They've been really good. I'm actually going to be making some tutorial videos for them this weekend, or in coming weeks. So you might actually see my stuff on there, which will be cool. But anyways, all that being said, that's enough of my sales pitch. Thank you guys very much for playing. Thank you guys very much for watching, and we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.